1 and live. How you doing, Casey?
Nope, still not live.
I don't know. We're live on there. I think you just need a fresh browser.
Still not live.
Nah, it's live.
Still says waiting.
It says it's live.
Well, I see. Mine says waiting.
There you are. Look at that. See, you're on mine. I can see you.
Can
you see me?
Oh.
So this.
There it goes.
This set. Part of this. Oh, I hit 3, not 2. Look at that, 2.
2.
It's way too peoply out here.
Yeah.
A guy online that I saw does a bunch of stuff like this, and he draws animals that kind of say all kinds of things. Like one of them is a coloring book, and it says what, and it has a chicken with a huge butt. It has a bunch of different things, and it was entertaining for me. And one of them was, "This is my unhappy place," and I had it's a little notepad that I was using at work. That way, when people saw it, they'd be like, "Oh, he's not happy right now." Of course, I just thought it was funny. And then I got this banana.
And there's a banana too?
It says, "This shit is bananas, bananas."
Wow.
But it's squishy.
Tell me.
And I could throw it at you.
Tell me you didn't pay money for that.
I paid a little bit of money for a lot of things.
Wow.
Listen,
you probably have a Jose Canseco autograph bat too.
No.
Yeah.
I don't watch hockey.
You're one of those guys.
I don't watch football.
You watch hockey.
I know, that's why I changed it to football. What have you been up to?
Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot.
As you saw from my posts, I don't know if you looked at them on Instagram.
I saw him pop up.
Did you see I posted the patches on there first.
Yeah.
I tried my hand at fanciness with putting it in my knife.
Yeah, I saw
Trying
that.
to make it look nice.
I saw that. A little better lighting next time. But
I'm in a garage with barely good lighting.
But you got to have like a spotlight or a work light.
I spend all my money, as you can tell, on booze. And Christmas, apparently. I hate Christmas so much.
Then just go anti-Christmas and don't buy anything.
Well, this Christmas...
Fuck the establishment.
Remember how I told I wiped my kid's room out? Yeah. Both of them? So I bought them bunk beds as one of the gifts and mattresses.
Why?
And they have a desk built into them and all that. They need it. And then we got a couple TVs for them so they can actually have TV in the room.
Why didn't you just get them like military cots?
Because I couldn't find those on Amazon.
Bullshit.
And I'm not willing to give up mine. I like my cot.
Fucking military cots and a rucksack. That's all your kids deserve.
I do have rucksacks.
And one of those clothing lockers. It holds like 4 sets of uniforms, and that's it. That's all they get.
I had a big locker. It held like 4 sets and a couple other things, and then it had some drawers and a top shelf where you kept your hygiene and stuff. It was one of the ones in basic training.
Yeah, get them one of those.
I got one.
Just give them one of those and a cot.
They don't. I'm not giving up my wardrobe because it's now a gun safe.
Set.
It's now a gun safe.
And they get a little tiny shit desk, 2 pencils, 1 notebook. Cut them down to the absolute bare essentials and be like, "This is your life now."
Their rooms are essentially they're about your size of room, except for they're square and not long.
Christian's got one for you.
Oh, nice.
See?
That's right.
Yeah. I bet we can get... James probably has one, too.
Probably. Yeah. We could probably do that.
You didn't go to Steve's
Military
Army Surplus?
Cots? Yeah.
I feel like there might be a couple in my dad's garage.
See? Or Steve's Army Surplus.
Yeah.
That is true. One of them closed down. The one in Carson did.
Yeah, the one in Reno's still there.
Okay. I haven't been to that one.
It's over by the Sportsman's Warehouse off Terminal.
It's just so far away. So off the beaten path.
It gives you a reason to go see your grandma.
My grandma doesn't live in Sparks. She lives on the outskirts of Reno.
It's on the way.
No, it's not. It's a whole right that I got to take.
Wow. It's on the way.
A whole extra turn.
One whole turn.
You sound like girlfriends I've had in the past.
Man, what's that say about your choices?
I mean, clearly, my taste has not been great. Yeah. Oh, my God. I went on a date.
At least they don't look like Kevin.
Recent.
Yeah.
They could. You don't know.
And I told, I don't know what happened, but I told her, like, I was off today except for the podcast, off tomorrow. And then I go into probably like a 20-day run without days off, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So she texts me today and she's like, how's work? Like, I'm off today. And she goes, you told me you were working. Like, I definitely didn't. No, you told me you were working. Like, I promise I didn't. And then she was like, oh, promises, because those are believable. Like, well, this is walking a bad path immediately. Yeah.
What is it with? I mean, I hate to say this, but what is it with bitches don't listen? Like, it's on text message, probably, right? It was a text message?
No, it would have been in person.
No.
I mean, that conversation was in text, for sure.
I like text message because you can always go back and be like, no, clearly I texted you said information. You just are dumb and forgot.
I was a little annoyed, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to insult her by calling her dumb.
Oh, this Gurkha hits.
Oh no, I pulled a Casey.
I forgot the Rugurka's in there. I blocked it out of my mind.
What do you need?
Got her a
Tools.
Like I said, I pulled a Casey.
Wah, wah, wah.
I thought this was going to be a little tight, but I think I salvaged it just enough.
What is it?
It's our can. It's a Thunder Smoke. So what's going on? So I think all of us, have almost died because of other people on the roads this last week. Maybe not died.
It's winter in Tahoe. Dun, 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 dun.
I will tell you, whatever you think about drivers on this side of the lake, substantially superior to drivers on the other side of the lake.
I can't believe that.
I
No.
have proof. I witnessed
Because
it.
the bar is so low.
Yeah. Turns out they found a way below it.
I'm dying.
Well, don't do that.
I'm dying.
What numbers do I have? That's one. Okay. What do you smoke? What'd you grab, Kevin?
Oliva V. Or Oliva O.
What do we have V's in there right now? We just have the Milanios.
I grabbed the Oliva O series because it's going to last me through this podcast, and I know it will.
Yeah, see, it was a no.
What's the over-under on that being accurate?
Not very good.
Hey, they've lasted me pretty good.
Did you grab two?
No,
You should have grabbed two.
should have. Didn't. Hindsight's what? 2020? Is that what it's called?
That's what they say.
It's another saying that you probably hate.
Although I've seen plenty of analysis to prove otherwise. Not analysis on the saying, just people analyzing their past events and definitely not seeing in 2020. For whatever that's worth. I don't have my little ashtray. I forgot something too. Son of a bitch. It's right there. I can see it.
That's right, you deserve it.
It's right in front of you.
He could literally lean forward and grab it for you.
But yeah, but he's not going to do that.
Me? Mm-hmm. Phew, that's really far away.
See, told you.
Yeah, that's...
So wait, what do you guys think? We're on air. What do you think? I'm surprised he's not on the podcast.
Who?
About Cameron zooming in from the other side of the world to be our fourth.
I'd be good with
I
that.
mean, it's Cameron, so it'd be interesting.
There'd be some funny stories there, probably.
I mean, look, our first
conveniently, if he's a dick, we can just disconnect him.
our first viral clip is probably going to be something to do with Cameron, and none of us will be involved.
That is true. Something's gonna fly at him up there or something like that. Mm-hmm. Christian says red flag of bat shitness. She doesn't remember because she doesn't talk to multiple dudes, so she mixed you up with someone else.
Yeah. Honestly, Christian, like normally that would be accurate. I think she's out of the multiple dude category. I think she was there for a while, and now she's, for whatever reason that we're not going to discuss, not in that category anymore. I think she's just full tilt batshit.
Ooh. Side note, sorry.
Hopefully she doesn't know about the podcast and doesn't hear this.
Monster Jam, January 10th through the 12th, Arena Livestock Event Center.
Oh hell yeah! I haven't been to one of those since my kids were little.
Are you guys going?
Monster Truck.
I feel like I should.
Sunday.
I feel like they did that at Lawler one year.
Where?
At Lawler?
Yes, Lawler Event Center.
Yeah,
Also home to Monster Jam. We had one, apparently.
I think I did. I think I went when I was like 12 or 13.
Well, they did one in here.
Did they really?
Apparently, they weaseled them into the Blue Center somehow.
How'd they do that?
I don't know, but they had it.
That seems incredibly surprising.
It was.
It's very
apparently-
small.
It was apparently very small.
It's
but
just big enough for the skating rink.
yeah. Well,
Then there were probably really small trucks.
it was. Apparently, it was very entertaining.
Okay.
But and we're also getting the ice racing back.
Or someone told me that.
Yeah.
Mini Monster Jam. That's what I'm thinking. Just small little.
Is there
like
any
cars.
chance she's watching the podcast now?
I doubt it. I mean, if she, what am I going to do? These are accurate statements that I'm making, and massive red flags. They're terrifying.
So how'd the date go?
It was pretty good. Otherwise, I mean, she was a little kooky. She kept saying she wanted to get with the server, which whatever. Who was a girl?
That's weird to say on a date.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, the bartender that was a girl. So
I mean, maybe she was just telling you she was open to multiple interactions.
Dipping her toe into the lady pool.
yeah, I mean that happens. Listen, when the options diminish, that's sort of the direction a lot of them go.
Fair.
Enough said.
Well, they got to find somebody that matches their crazy.
So anyway, almost hit one day, one drive.
We could
Twice.
totally out you with some dirt on you. Good. Okay, so all of us.
Listen, I
almost
don't have
getting
enough of a filter to hold my tongue in real life, so whatever I see on here really just
hit. Actually, you're fairly decent at holding your tongue
yeah, to a point.
until I piss you off and keep poking the bear.
Yeah, until people like when courtesy goes out the window, I'm good.
Interesting. A carbon
Christian's on one today.
Yeah, he
Already.
is.
He's,
Christian, what are you drinking?
I don't know.
All right, so
Whatever
what?
he's
Wait,
drinking,
you're
he's
smoking
deep.
an O series,
Correct.
the 6x60,
Yes.
the Gordo, as it were.
It should last.
Okay, it won't, but
I mean, my Toros lasted the
Good
last
on ya.
couple ones because I've been talking a little bit more. I've been comfortable more.
okay,
Oh, I was supposed to watch that video.
and you didn't.
I will.
Neither did he.
Don't worry, I will at some point.
No, I didn't have time.
He was fighting with a website.
That's right.
I was fighting with a big ass golf logo. We're doing golf content,
We're gonna try.
really, just because I want to do golf stuff.
And really, what's gonna wind up happening is Casey's gonna stand back and just start chirping at you.
I mean,
That's
it
what-
would
that's
if he
what
wasn't, I would think he was ill.
That's what I do.
Like, are you okay? Are you
Especially
sick?
when we go golfing. Like that's my job. My job is to make putts, bring cigars, and chirp at the other team. Mm-hmm. Like, ask LeRon was one of
We
the greatest
task him
fucking
to do exactly
things
that.
we ever did. Me and LeRon spent the entire time laughing our asses off.
You know what we need? You know what we need for those bottles? We need a hair light.
I don't know what a hair light is.
It's a light that goes up and kind of behind to accent the hair.
Yeah, except we're gonna put it in the front. It's a directional
why
light,
it's
so it's
called a
super
hair
narrow and it spots very tight.
Got it.
So none of the light would hit you; it would all hit those bottles. But that's what we need to do with those bottles.
I think that's the construction dude.
Was it?
I think so.
What's going on, man?
What's going
Need a
on, man?
cigar?
Hell yeah.
You know what you're looking at in there? You want some help?
Well, I think I know what I'm looking for.
All right, man. Well, if you have any questions, just tap me on the shoulder, and then I'll get up and take care of you when you find something.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So the whiskeys. I just picked a random warm-up whiskey.
Which is
The New Riff Single Barrel. 115 proof.
this the new riff that we had in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just pulled it out of the back. Dude, nutmeg and clove, which I didn't get the first time. Maybe it's because I smelled the others first,
Off the new riff?
off the nose. Yeah. Nutmeg and clove.
That's interesting.
You don't like clove though, I thought.
Not in his cigars.
No.
It's fine as a baking spice in whiskey.
But when it's in smoke, it just smells horrible.
So, and then I finally sorted through the whiskey at home. Didn't even know I had a master's collection left, so I just pulled it out. I don't even think I've opened that one yet.
No,
like
you-
that any of that one. I don't think I've tried the 124/7 yet.
Oh wow.
I think it was the 118 that I've tried and the 121. Now they've got a Madeira finish and a Sonoma triple finish, so all come out, but they're so hit and miss for the price. It's like, but I figured we'd try it.
You don't really care for the wine cast finish though.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow.
I don't. Was that the new riff?
Yeah.
Pretty good, right?
It's a really strong cherry.
For a $55 single barrel?
Really strong cherry in there.
Yeah. New riff is nailing it. They just are.
Yeah.
I want their 8-year or 9-year, whatever the new one is. I want to find a bottle of that.
Ooh.
Wow.
Like pretty viscous, a lot of structure.
Wow.
Still get the nutmeg and clove. What are you
wowing at?
watching?
It's a crossing guard. for the Shaw Middle School, he is dressed up as the Grinch
Oh,
for the
well, that makes
foreseeable future.
So anyway, the 124/7, which I've never tried, weeded mash bill, high proof, whatever. We'll see if it's any good. And then Kevin brought in the little book, The Infinite.
Ooh,
Right. Look at that.
I've been looking forward to try this. I smelled it when I poured it. It smells amazing.
good.
Yeah.
It smells
Even out
incredible.
of the neck.
Yeah.
And what's that middle one there, Kev? What do you got?
That's the Woodford Masters Collection.
Woodford. Yeah.
Yeah, it smells pretty good. I took a whiff of this one, and that one.
Yeah.
I might be biased though, but that Woodford does smell pretty good.
Woodford's 2, right?
They don't work well together. I think we should have had a palate cleanser.
Oh. Did you go from the New Riff to the Woodford?
Yep. Mine were pretty back to back.
Oh, that's not bad. You don't like that?
I think it's the cherry and the new riff.
Okay.
Of course, the Infinite is supposed to have cherry notes in it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I pick up on some of the cherry from the Woodford, but they kind of blend well together. What's you drinking? Calumet what?
Calumet 16 year.
Ooh,
Right.
Calumet.
He's getting fancy with it.
He's busting out the good stuff.
Christian, I did manage to pick up a George T. Stag 2024. I haven't tried it yet, but eventually we'll bring it up on the podcast and we'll try it here as well. What are you looking at now? Getting pictures from him?
No, not yet.
Let's say we're on a group chat. He could just start sending us things.
Hey, ask Christian to remind us what hat style you want.
Hey, Christian, can you let us know what hat style you wanted again? I think you were a flex fit low ride. Low rise? Mid rise.
Good price. It lingers a lot longer than the New Riff does.
It does.
Yeah, like I still feel it. What's the proof on the George T. Stag?
Good question. I didn't look at it. 130 something.
Okay, it's not
Yeah.
170, Christian.
136.7, I think it was, like he said.
Although if you want some 170 stuff, I think I know a guy who can get you some.
There's one that I had. It was 160, and it was one of the Knob Creek ones. It wasn't Knob Creek itself or Rare Character. It had a different name.
I think Ron still has some of that apple pie moonshine. It was supposed to be 190. I tried it and it was pretty good. Didn't taste like 190, so I don't know if he was lying or not. But it hit pretty hard. They all tried it. They were all sipping on it. They were all getting hella fucked
He
up.
says, "Come on, once you're over 125 proof, might as well go to 175."
That's right.
Really kill that lid.
No way, because they have there's a whole hazmat label for anything that's 140 and above. So there's clearly a mid tier between that.
What? 145 and
125
125?
and 170.
Yeah, George T. Stag. There's no hazmat on George T. Stag.
Hazmat, George T isn't hazmat.
Yeah, no, but it's 130, right?
We're gonna find out right now. Right meow.
Right meow.
Right? Meow.
It is 136.1.
Oh, there you
15 years, 2 months.
go. Jesus.
I gotta find me one of those.
I forget what
That is my favorite bourbon.
What?
The George T.
It's the best
Stag?
bourbon I've ever had. The 2022 George T is the best bourbon I've ever had. Period.
You haven't tried the 24 yet.
Haven't tried the 20. I tried 23. 23 was a little bit of a miss. It was still fantastic, but a couple orders of magnitude less than the 22. The 24 is supposed to be approaching the 22, slightly less complexity, maybe a little bit sweeter,
Okay.
Interesting.
from what I know. The 22 was that whiskey that I told you about that had that like roasted garlic note. It's the only bourbon I've ever had it in. It also had the brown butter note from Stag, but it had like a roasted garlic note. It's just so good. Was like drinking a steak infused or eating a steak infused steak or a bourbon infused steak.
You know, I kind of want to try it now. And I haven't even opened it. It's just sitting up there.
Well, I don't know that the 24 has that note. Like, that was super unique, even for Stag.
Okay. Stag.
I can't believe you guys tried the Woodford without me, you jerks.
You were busy.
Clearly, making money.
We thought you tried the Woodford.
You've had it before, haven't you?
No, he hasn't tried it yet.
I haven't opened. I didn't even think I had this one. I was sorting through whiskey and just finding random bottles. Like,
I'll tell you the mixture between these two. If you drink the first one right before the Woodford, I thought it had an off taste, but he thought it was okay.
that's why I'm putting a cigar between the two.
Yeah, I didn't do that.
So, 28 is the road between Highway 50 and Incline Village.
I'll believe you.
Oh, it's definitely weeded.
Which one?
The Woodford.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But it doesn't
So-
have that funk.
Icy, slushy, rain turned to ice, froze, snow on top of it. Just a disaster.
Saturday.
Right? Saturday morning,
Yeah.
like 8:30. I come up. I'm like the 8th car behind an accident. They've already got flashing lights and everything. They're starting to clean it up. No traffic coming the other way. Thank God. So, I come around a corner. I see it. I stop far enough back. There's a truck in front of me that I won't hit the truck if someone hits me, right? Like, I've got distance. And I'm just looking in the rearview mirror because I know what's going to happen. Little white SUV comes around the corner, screaming. I'm like, all right, here we go. And thankfully, I'm kind of amazed they went into oncoming traffic because there's no guardrail. And right beside that is about call it 150-foot bank that goes into the lake immediately. Like, no shoreline on this part of the lake. It's like, splash.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So they slid by me in the oncoming traffic lane. It's like, oh, God.
I would have chosen that spot too. Not gonna lie.
And then I almost got hit again. To get out of the way of that one, I was on the backside of 267 going down into Truckee where I go in. And they were going to hit me. I pulled off to the right to give them some more room, which they needed. And then the shoulder grabbed my car and pulled me down a little bit. And there was enough snow that I couldn't like grab and pull out. So I had to get out and dig out my front tire to drive out. And then I get to work so much better. No snow removal in the village that day for whatever reason. So
much to ask
instead
for.
of doing the things I need to do to open a restaurant, I put on some gloves and grab a snow shovel and shovel my patio. That's how I started my Saturday.
I mean, that's a good way to start Saturday, I guess.
That's a fun.
And then both of my other managers were stuck in traffic for almost 2 hours. So they were 2 hours late.
So you opened without him?
Dude, it was me, a bartender, a server, and like half the kitchen. Yeah.
I mean, it worked out at least, I guess.
Yeah, we were slammed too. It was great. Like, we pulled it off, but like, it's one of those days that you prepare for in a ski resort restaurant because you know they're going to happen.
So what you're telling me is you dug up a lot of snow that day between your front tire and that deck? Because I'm pretty sure that's a pretty lofty deck, right?
It's a good sized patio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a full dining patio.
It was, my gloves were wet the next day when I put them on to shovel again.
You're like,
Yeah, I'm like, I should have grabbed a second set of gloves.
should have just thrown them in the dryer.
Well, I have other gloves for specifically that reason. Like, I can rotate my work gloves, and I just didn't. You know, I worked, I don't know how many hours I worked on Saturday, but it was a bunch, and just didn't even think about it.
Not brain dead, but like brain fogged.
What a loser that guy was.
It just didn't even register. You know, you get home and you're like, I want to have a shot of bourbon, and then I'm going to pass out because I was only home for 6.5 hours. Yeah. And then it's back to work.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm just surprised you didn't lift up the car and put it back in the road, T9 over there and everything.
I don't think I had the footing for it.
Got it.
A little slick.
Knee's not as strong anymore. Got it.
I got full release today.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he
For
wasn't.
everything.
He wasn't full release before. You couldn't have lifted it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I wasn't approved. Yeah, running, basketball, full lifts, everything.
Nice. So
Yeah, he goes, you get up on the mountain already? I go, yep. He goes, right on.
he knew you were going to do it regardless.
He knew it was happening.
Because you didn't
So-
even ask.
So it's fixed now.
Yes. Fully oiled.
So all that scar tissue healed up pretty good, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I still need to put some weight on it on angles past 90.
Okay.
Because you have to build up those muscles now, right?
Yeah, you have to recondition them a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's fine. I mean, it feels great.
Did you hit the gym and go heavy yet?
No, I got that today, and then I had to go run errands down in the valley.
Okay.
I had no time. I got a 30-minute pedal on the bike in before the gym. That was all I was going to have time for. And I don't think I'm going to tomorrow because I think I'm going to snowboard tomorrow. And then I might go see Jeff in Reno, smoke with those guys, because I don't think I'm going to have a day off until whatever the Monday after New Year's Eve is.
Ugh.
Yeah, I think I'm going the 18th to the 6th or something like that.
That's gonna be rough.
It's not going to be my favorite.
Are they gonna have you working doubles?
I'm sure some of them I will. So I'm in that perfect spot, right, where the people above me will get days off and the people below me will get days off.
Yep.
But I will be the one expected to cover both. Yeah.
You're a victim of your own success.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Woodford, here we go. What did you guys have notes on the Woodford?
Just try the damn thing.
You said cherry on this?
I think it's got a little extra cherry. Little cherry, little caramel.
I think that's probably right.
Yeah. Although I couldn't tell if the cherry carried over from the new riff, but I think there's just a different type of cherry in the Woodford.
There's a little bit of cherry in the
Yeah,
Woodford for
so
sure.
it's just a different like cherry.
Like a really red cherry, not a
Yeah.
dark cherry.
No, bright cherry.
Kind of like the current cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like almost bordering on like a fruit cocktail.
Yeah, like cherry juice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like some of the doofiest looking.
I mean, it's
people in
weeded. It's
Jeopardy.
not bad. This was one of their better releases. This isn't bad.
Listen, Casey. Of course they have the goofiest looking people on Jeopardy
just
because those are the
doofy.
smart ones.
No, they're not smart. These people are dumb.
Are you actually watching reruns of Jeopardy while we do the podcast?
Yes,
You
I'm watching
schmuck.
Jeopardy. I wish the
on the TV,
subtitles
he's
were
looking
on
at-
so I could know how these people are fucking off so bad.
My problem, it's really good. I don't know that it's $130 good or they charge for this series now.
I mean,
The new riff for 55.
I put it at 80,
I mean, they're different whiskeys.
85.
What
This, like the Woodford doesn't have any of the baking structure, like the spice structure.
of the new riff?
Yeah.
No. It's
It's got like that
it's
weeded,
simple.
grassy, you know, like that kind of note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. It's like wheatgrass, caramel, and cherry.
But surprisingly,
That new riff is good.
yeah. That Woodford's holding up to the cigar pretty well, though.
Yeah, I didn't get that extra funk that you usually get.
Yeah. I didn't either. It's most predominant, which is a shame because I really like it without cigars. I keep going back to it because I really don't like it with cigars. And without cigars, I'm like, is my palate just changing? And then I drink it when I'm not smoking and I still really, really like it. Like for $60 a bottle, it stands up to stuff at 2 and 3 times the price as the Larceny Barrel Proofs. When they're good, they're really good.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I heard someone one time refer to them as a liquefied Snickers bar, and I think that's probably right.
That sounds
Like
delicious.
some roasted peanut,
Chocolate nougat.
yeah, a little bit of caramel,
Do they make a blizzard like that?
Yes, they do.
just a boozy Snickers bar.
Yeah.
I really like when I'm not smoking cigars. I really like the Larceny Barrel Proof.
I surprisingly don't. I don't drink often without cigars unless I'm out and about with other people, I guess, or at Kevin's.
Yeah,
I'll drink there, but most of the time I only drink when I smoke a cigar. I think because to me they go hand in hand.
there's a little bit of like a tea note, like an herbal note in here on top of the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would sniff it again, but I'm out.
oh, it's because you're an alcoholic.
Alcoholic.
No, I'm government issued. Get it right. That's what we're calling it.
A government issued drinking problem.
Exactly. I don't really have a drinking problem. My hand goes pretty well, easy up to my mouth. So,
You've mastered the mechanics.
that's right.
That's good. I like that.
And mastered the proof now, thanks to you. This is your fault. But now I can be considered a connoisseur because
Yeah.
I'm getting good stuff.
I'm gonna find you some of that 153 Coy Hill and see how you do.
Amber alert.
Nah, I could probably drink that.
It didn't drink like 153. It was amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No?
What?
Was it smoother than 153?
The Coy Hill.
Yeah.
They've only had one release go that high.
Okay.
Yes, it was much smoother than 153.
Which new riff are you talking about? That's that's your favorite. Which one is your favorite? He's talking about my local liquor store just got a whole bunch of new riff in.
So I don't know if it's my favorite, but they just released. It's either an 8-year or a 9-year. I think it's an 8-year. And we haven't seen it anywhere in this market or in California. I've been looking for it, and I really want to try it because it's supposed to be really good for $72 or whatever they're charging. New riff this is the problem with the stuff that's coming out, and they're like, this bottle's $200. You're like, but I could just buy there's so much good stuff for
That I don't have to pay that
40
much for.
to 70. I mean, unless I'm staring down the barrel of, a George T. Stagg.
But even then, how high would you go on that?
What would I pay?
Yeah.
3.
3? Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I got a decent price on it then, yeah.
I mean, that's a bottle that if you get into trouble, you don't, if you haven't opened it, you can turn around and sell it for $1,000 to $1,500.
Yeah. I saw the ones when I looked it up for like the 22 and the 23, they were still going for 17.
Yeah. That 22 is going to keep going up. The 23 had a very distinct T note to it that a lot of people didn't care for. I still really liked it, but a lot of people badmouthed it.
Was
Like-
it like a black tea or?
No, it was like a green tea.
Oh, that
Last
probably
year, the
would've liked it.
hitter in the group was the WLW. This year, the hitters, it seems like it's mixed between the Eagle Rare 17 and the George T. Stagg.
Okay. Because there was that WLW, but they wanted 400 for it, right?
And this isn't a good year for it. A lot of people are calling it a miss. You could still sell it for $1,000, but I don't need to pay $400 for a bottle that isn't as good as. Like, Minnick drank it. He's like, I would drink Larceny Barrel Proof over this all day long at $60.
And you're like, I like the Larceny Barrel Proof, so I'll go with that.
Yeah. It's just the Larceny Barrel Proof. A lot of people don't like the flavor profile. Fine. A lot of people, the nuttiness in it bothers people because it does have like a roasted peanut note to it.
Yes.
But the viscosity and the proof and just the level of flavor that it has, if you like the flavor profile, is so big for what it is and what you're paying. Like, it's super dense. That's a good way. It's dense.
Okay.
Long finish, super viscous, just a really good whiskey. All right, it's time.
Yeah, I haven't touched this one yet.
It's dangerous.
Oh, did you try
You
it?
try it already?
What'd
The
you think?
Infinite?
I love how he just doesn't say anything about it. He just drinks it. No notes, no comments, just
You tried the Infinite already?
Yeah, it's number 3, right?
The
That's number
Infinity?
3.
Yeah.
That
The
was-
Infinite.
It was in between that and watching Jeopardy. I
Little Book, The Infinite.
thought I was picking up 2, but I picked up 3. Okay, so it was,
Is that the excuse you're sticking
I
with?
just know because all of a sudden I hit it and I was like, "Ooh, that's not the Woodford."
I really like
But
the
it was
note on
good,
this.
though, right?
It's good. It's you can tell it's got a little higher proof. That's for sure.
What was the proof
What
on
is
this?
I don't think it's quite that
I thought
high.
you looked at it. 119.3.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a little bit more than I think the other two.
It smells like a pecan pie.
It definitely
That's-
has a
Like
pecan note,
molasses?
Yeah.
I'm
And
loving that
pecan.
smell. Yeah.
It's
I
definitely.
love me a good pecan pie.
Yeah.
One of the pecan pies.
Pecan pies.
Or like a shoe fly pie.
I've never had a shoe fly pie.
Basically, it's a pecan pie without the pecans. It's a molasses pie.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I need the pecans with
That
it.
sounds disgusting.
It's really not.
That's disgusting.
It's just butter and molasses.
Is it butter, molasses, and water?
Baby, it's super easy pie to
Well,
make.
like, have you ever had a rhubarb pie? Rhubarb pies are interesting because you cut up all the rhubarb and dice them up, and then you put a load of sugar in there, and you put butter all around it on the top, and then you bake it, and it sets in and just turns it into basically like a sweet tart.
If you really get into it, there's a little bit of ethanol on it, but barely any on the nose.
What is ethanol?
Yeah.
Just on the nose though, right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
just on the
taste
nose.
any
You got to
ethanol.
really,
I was
like, you have to really
Like, I didn't taste any gasoline.
get in
I
there.
was like, what ethanol? Oh yeah, no.
I didn't taste any starter fluid.
That's definitely unleaded right there. That's
Dude, it's pecan pie.
yeah,
It's molasses and pecan.
unleaded pecan pie. Yeah.
little bit sharper on the palate than I thought, but very good.
Like I said, it hits on the palate.
A little bit brighter. Like you lose that molasses character. It floats back towards caramel.
Oh yeah, that's a heavy caramel.
It's heavy caramel.
They said there's slight cherry in it.
I mean,
Oh,
Very minuscule.
That's not bad for Russell's Reserve.
you're a dick.
Read Christian's comments, you fucking doob.
Listen, you can read them too, senior.
Yeah, but it's funnier to watch you look at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then be like, why don't you just read the comment?
Casey's fucking ornery today.
He is. I became. Let's see. I came across a Russell Reserve 13-year for about 150. Buy?
Yep.
Question mark.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So I said, that's not bad for a fucking...
For a 13-year?
I thought you were talking about this one. I'm
That's
like,
SRP on a 13-year.
That is,
Is
isn't
that?
it?
Yeah.
Damn near close.
If you see the 15-year, up to 350, That'll be whiskey of the year this year for most people.
there was what was it, Bowman? They were saying that one the newer cast strength was one of the top ones that might be whiskey of the year.
I believe it. I've still never tried a Bowman cast strength.
I tried it at my brother-in-law's during our Thanksgiving on that Sunday.
But it's the Russell's 15. It's going to be whiskey of the year for 90% of the people that do this for a living.
Probably.
It was supposed to be phenomenal. I missed it by a day, but it's supposed to be incredible.
What do you mean? Like it showed in a day early and you didn't get to it?
Yeah, I missed it at Rayleigh's up here by a day.
Son of a bitch.
Now we gotta hope that they come across another one.
Well, it's a once-a-year release.
Yeah, the Rayleigh's down there by me isn't gonna get any in by the end of this year. I'm wondering when he'll get his next allocations in.
Well, most of these are done. So BTAC and Pappy is released at the end of September, beginning of October, once a year, and then it's gone. So the places that still haven't done their lotteries yet, like that's where you'll see it. But as far as like finding it on the shelf now, we're pretty much past that.
Okay.
You'll find some stragglers that shops just put it out late, but it's once a year.
And then probably there'll be what, secondhand? What's it called?
Secondary
Secondary,
market.
yeah.
Yeah. I still have some hope. I've got 2 lotteries coming. I have some hope of pulling a stag out of those. Maybe a random 7-Eleven somewhere, but like I want to find one.
If I could find that 7-Eleven he's talking about, I'll see if they have it.
What? There's only
It's probably the one at the south end of
7-Ele-
town.
Yeah, there's only 2 7-Elevens in that town, isn't there?
Well, yeah, but I don't know if he was talking about these 7-Elevens or the ones in Carson.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think I've seen good booze at 7-Eleven in Carson.
Well, they're not going to put the good ones up front. It's going to be in the back, and you have to ask,
But still.
which I'll probably do when I go down there at Get Gas one day. I'll walk in. You got any good stuff in the back?
What do we decide on podcast next week and the week after? God, that's good.
Which one?
It's got like when you get further away from the other bourbons, it's got a little bit of a pie crust in it too.
Okay.
It's got a little bit of like a phyllo dough.
The Little Book?
Yeah.
You're on the Little Book now.
Yeah.
The other 2 don't exist anymore, do they?
I will definitely go. They do.
No, they don't. No.
They will.
No,
Because
they're
I'm going to
gone.
go back through.
All right, so 219.
Yeah, which I think SRP on that bottle was 169, so you're pretty close.
Worth it? What
For
would you-
219, I think it is.
What would you go on it, Max?
I think that's about what I would pay.
Okay,
Like, I'd want to be within shouting distance of 200.
got it. So I did fairly good on that pick.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
And some random guy that apparently is the one that stocks this is the one that pushed it towards me, and I'm like, I like the Little Book. We've had Little Book before.
Yeah, we had 7. Dude, Kevin's got an 8, but he wants 200 for it. The path not taken, the road
Yeah.
not taken.
Yeah, I saw that.
I want that one. I didn't get to try it. It's supposed to be pretty good. It's not supposed to be as good as this, but it's supposed to be pretty good.
If he still has it on next paycheck, I might pick it up then.
It's a higher rye. It's almost a boo rye.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I might take that then for sure. If it's almost like a boo rye, I'll definitely. Mm-hmm. That one boo rye we had.
That's true. That was pretty good.
When's the next boo rye come out?
Boo rye comes out in July.
Will it still have the jackalope?
Yeah, they do the jackalope every year.
Okay.
And hopefully this year's is better and a little bit more reasonably priced. Last year's they bumped the price up by $50, and it wasn't very good. It wasn't half the whiskey of the year before.
Okay.
So hopefully they back it off a little bit. Hopefully. Probably not. But
Unless it's better than both years. Then
you know, the downside is we're going to get to make fun of Cameron the whole time because he's going to be drinking like Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 in Cambodia. And we're going to be drinking, you know, whatever ridiculousness we have on the table.
they might have some random thing that we don't know about. He might get something good, maybe. Oh, for him over there.
I mean, it would have to be like a Japanese single malt or something.
I don't know what they have in Cambodia.
They might be able to get Indian whiskey there. There's some Indian whiskeys that have been pretty good. By accident, and they're really Scotch.
They had one of those Irish people try Indian whiskey episodes. And it was
I love the
hilarious.
Irish try.
Like, what the fuck?
Those are hilarious.
I got tired of it at some point. They got a little old. Like some of them are really good.
I don't watch them often. That's why I'm not tired of them.
Honestly, it's the good, like the old ones that are fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
With the fucking Irish Jesus and the
He's got the leather jacket
guy.
Yeah.
40 horsepower.
Holy shit.
Drinking that like 151.
You guys finish your Christmas shopping?
Almost. God, I hate Christmas shopping. I always the worst part about having kids and Christmas shopping is you never feel like you've gotten enough, and you always have that kind of like sinking feeling like you're just a shit bag. And I hate that feeling. And I get it every Christmas, no matter what I do.
But your kids are shitbags, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I still feel that way. I shouldn't have to feel that way.
You know,
You probably don't have to feel that way. I think that's more of a you thing.
That's what I'm saying, but that's why I don't like Christmas, is because that feeling always populates.
they would be on the naughty list like 4 times removed.
Yeah, they're my kids. We know this.
If coal wasn't so expensive, I'd say that's all you need to buy them. But shit, that's kinda
okay. So
expensive
I got a
too.
question.
Uh-oh.
So you fall asleep in math class.
Okay.
You're in middle school.
Probably
Okay.
never happened.
Well, for you, probably not. You like school. I fell asleep a lot
All
in
right.
different classes.
Hypothetically, you
But-
freaking boob.
But apparently, some kid next to you starts carving into your arm with something sharp. A,
Alright.
do you stay asleep? Or B, do you wake up and punch the kid in the mouth?
Punch kid in the mouth.
Depends on how deep it goes.
Are you going to wake up from somebody digging something into your arm?
First of all, yeah, if you're getting stabbed, you're reflexively gonna punch.
I mean, if I wake up, I don't know if they're getting punched. They're definitely going to the ground.
But let me ask you, are you going to wake up during that?
yes.
Again,
It's a sharp pain going into your arm.
it depends.
Well, think about it. If
I can sleep through a lot.
I can too. But the thing is, if somebody's digging metal in my arm, I'm going to wake up.
Like if if it's like the frog in the boiling pot of water, they'd probably have to get pretty deep into the arm before I woke up.
So they're carving into an arm letters all the way from here to here. From here to here.
Yeah, if they were gradual and it was like a scraping into a carb, maybe not. You never know.
Is your arm really that hairy?
Yeah, I got hairy
Man.
arms, man. You should see my legs. They are sexy.
Hey, take the sweater off before you fucking.
That's where all my testosterone went.
Jesus.
No,
Here,
man,
bro.
because I'm the dude that notoriously like all of a sudden there's something on my hand and I'm like, oh, I'm bleeding.
Well,
Where am
yeah.
I bleeding from?
I do that too, but if somebody's digging something into my arm, I'm gonna wake up.
Well, how deep
my
a-
wife goes
how
and
deep
like
asleep
lightly
are you?
touches me, and I wake up.
Yeah, see, you've been
no, I s-
defensively trained.
I sleep deep, like
No, man, I've had girlfriends that literally had to punch me to wake me up.
like earthquakes happen and all that. I could sleep through it, but if anytime my wife like lightly touches me, I wake up.
Yeah, once you sleep through a mortar round, you can sleep through anything. Yeah.
I mean, he's the only one that would have actually slept through a mortar round.
Well, once you sleep through a mortar round, you can sleep through anything.
Well, that's the thing. I can sleep through that, but anybody touching me, I wake up from.
Yeah, because you're defensively trained.
My son, so he apparently fell asleep in math class,
And had his arm
he has
carved.
like these carvings into his arm. He's left-handed and
what
it's
kind
on
of
his
carving?
right arm, so I think it's him. He won't admit to it,
Well,
but I'm pretty sure it's him.
Is it upside down?
No, it's his direction. That's the problem, and he's trying to say that some other kid did it. I'm like, I know you think I'm stupid. I know I'm an adult, and you're a kid, and you're always smarter.
He doesn't think you're stupid. He's
No.
afraid to tell you.
That he
There's
carved
a
into his arm?
difference. Yeah, yeah.
That he's a fucking psychopath.
That he's-
Yes,
fucking-
you probably need like there might need to be some therapy for
But
that.
that's
well,
the thing.
there's that, yeah.
I'm trying to talk to him, and like I'm trying to explain different things.
He's not
but
going to talk to you about it.
You might.
you need
You're
to
the
find-
Punisher.
That's right. I should force his mom to do it. Because she's the one that told me, but she didn't dig any deeper. I'm like,
That's just
parenting is doing that, digging
well,
deeper,
what-
going in, doing the legwork.
What kind of carvings are they?
It's like the last part said Dre. I don't know what the first part said. The last part said DRE.
Okay.
So I don't know what the first part was.
Well, at least it's not like a swastika
That is true. I mean,
or a pentagram or you know,
the problem with him
Enochian
is
symbols.
I
or-
would believe he would do that because he makes so many different jokes. Like he makes Holocaust jokes. He makes jokes about 9/11, which I mean, I'm guilty of doing as well.
okay.
And I was alive during then. And that's one of the reasons why I joined the army.
Your friend.
No, your friend, not mine.
Hey, hey, we're all good friends here. I buy you whiskey, you buy me whiskey.
I don't know where
I
you
buy
came from.
him Star Trek stuff. He buys me some stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you buying him that he can't verbalize?
I just can't remember. I'm
Oh,
old.
I bought him those books for forging.
Fortune
Oh,
books.
yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. He's trying to teach me things. You're trying to get me drunk. What's wrong with you?
I'm a better friend.
Fair. Getting rid of all my past traumas with
All right,
alcohol.
so here's the thing: is that the baking spice notes, like the clove and nutmeg, going back, aren't as enjoyable as when it's the first whiskey.
I can believe that.
Look at Christian. See,
I saw it.
Christian knows what's up.
See, I slept through a border attack in Tikrit, Iraq. When I was in one of the Saddam palaces, everyone had gotten full mop gear and taken cover, and I slept right through it on my cot. Is that the same cot that you still have?
That's a battle-worn cot right there.
That's right. Your favorite saying right there. He said it. Look at that. Shh, Battleborn.
I said battle-worn. Thank you.
You said Battleborn. I heard it.
Battle-worn.
You said Battleborn.
Didn't say battle-born.
Everybody heard Battleborn.
If I had said battle-born, I would have looked at Lane and went like, battle-born.
Dumbest motto ever. The problem is, it would be a really cool motto if it made any sense at all.
We were Battleborn.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, we were.
Born
Oh,
in,
wait,
born
you're
in
California.
compromise.
Never mind.
Born in
I was.
compromise.
I don't know. They needed silver. It was during the war.
It wasn't during the what? The only thing that changed during the war was the water rights. It's the only thing that changed.
One of the reasons why they
We
brought
are
us.
literally never served in a battle at all.
One of the reasons why we were brought into being an actual state was because of our silver and contributing to the war. Battleborn was because we paid basically during the battle.
What did we? So where's the battle born?
Wait, so Nevada
Shouldn't we have been born in battle then?
Nevada is like the northern soldiers that could buy their way out of the war for $300.
Yes.
Oh,
And you're proud of that.
Listen, at least we're not Californian like you
well,
and you.
were we the other guys or the Yankees?
Wait, what do you mean?
He's asking if we were the Southern boys or the Yankees. We were the Yankees.
Are we the Southern guys or the Yankees?
We
I
were
don't
the
know.
Yankees.
Yankees? But
Yes.
we're fine then.
We chose the right side.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Wait, you both were born in California, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
And
I was born on the beach. Damn near.
well,
I still like my grandpa's
mean-
story. He was born in the back of a potato cart coming over from
that's
Mexico.
That's what the memories you have implanted say, but we know that you're government issued, so
They built you.
yeah.
Huntington Beach.
Your dad's like, I want this part, this part, this part.
Yeah. The Huntington Beach complex in NORAD, maybe. I don't know.
There were both Boeing and McDonnell Douglas factories in Long Beach at the time.
Then yes, you were built.
yeah.
My grandfather might have actually worked for one of them or both of them.
I think your grandfather was the one that came up with the idea.
My grandfather worked for the Mobile Orbital Lab Project.
He's the one that did the space
Gingerbread
mission?
cookies.
He wrote Intercontinental Ballistic Missile Nav Code.
Yes. That also took us to the
In
moon.
fact, he was on the team that wrote the first Intercontinental Ballistic Missile Nav Code.
Nice.
the papers on that, when they show it, are just stacks and stacks of paper.
Yeah.
I think they were taller than somebody standing next to it, if I remember right.
Yeah, my grandfather had 2 master's degrees. One of them was in math. I don't know what the other one was in. And he became a programmer when he got tired of teaching because even then in California you couldn't fail people, turns out.
Really?
And he wanted to fail people.
All the time. I'd be that person he'd want to fail.
What,
I was good in math, at least.
I don't know that. Well, I don't know that you would have been in his classes.
Probably not. Maybe for math.
Maybe.
I got a calculus in college, and I passed that with a B.
Well, there you go. I don't know why you're always harassing yourself. You got a B in calc.
That was a long time ago.
It was like
Calc's
6
a real
years ago now.
Calc's a real class.
It was like 6 years ago now. I struggle with math now, just
Did you
because
take
I
it in
don't do
junior
it
college?
often. Just at WNC and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. Calc's a real class.
Yeah. Now I was decent at it. Enough to get a B.
There you go.
Well, my English grade suffered tremendously. I could not pass an English 1 class to save my life.
My problem in high school is that I didn't like high school and I was lazy as fuck because I
Same.
didn't like high school.
Same.
But I was always, I mean, I reread books. The school that I was at in Southern California was far advanced compared to the school up here. And we were rereading books and covering material
That you already knew.
for years. It was obnoxious.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, couldn't you just pass those classes just off the knowledge you already knew?
I did. I was in high school. I was the kid that wouldn't do homework and would get A's on the tests. And just, they're like, here's a C. Like, okay.
See, I was the kid that would do the homework, forget to turn it in, and still fail the tests.
One year they tried to stick me in some sort of remedial English class, which, whatever, I didn't care. I hated high school up here. I hated it. So they stick me in this random class. I remember what it was called. And it was remedial enough that you had to take like a placement test at the beginning of class. So they sort of knew what they were dealing with. And then we all take it. And everyone else in the class is, I mean, there's like ESL students in there and whatever. And, you know, they're deficient. So they're designing the curriculum around these students. And the teacher pulled me aside and goes, "You can read." And I went, "Yeah. Can't everybody? This is high school." She goes, no, but I mean, you can read well. And I go, "Yeah." And she's like, "But I mean, like, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying." She goes, "You're reading it well beyond a college level." And I go, "Yeah, I've been reading well beyond a college level since I was 11. And she goes, "Why are you here?" I go, "I don't know. This is where they put me."
Easy credits.
They didn't have gifted classes.
She goes, "Well, I'm going to move you to whatever class." I go, "Cool. I'm going to get the same C in whatever class you put me because I hate this fucking place." And she's like, "Oh, I get why you're here. I'm still going to move you. You have no business here." Yeah.
I mean, they drug you from a school that was way past what they were doing up here at the time. So I mean, it makes sense. I wouldn't have done the homework either, but I did that anyways.
Well, so many of the books that we were reading, even the stuff that I hadn't read, you read into it and you go, "Oh, this is this story. This is what's going to happen."
I know this story.
I don't know which character is going to do what exactly, but this is the framework of the story. I don't care. And then they give you a test and you had to like, with stupid questions about minutia of the book. And you're like, "I don't know who did that. I didn't read the book." They're like, "Well, how did you answer these questions?" I'm like, "Because those questions were predictable. This is the story arc." Yeah.
This one's pretty easy to sniff out.
I was a pain in the ass in high school until senior year.
I can believe that.
Senior year, I actually started to like it. And then junior college, fucking, because it was cheap. I was paying $7 a unit or something.
That's extremely cheap.
But I blew that out of the water because I wanted to transfer somewhere good. And then did well in college and then law school. But I hated high school. So it was so much just a popularity contest and I wasn't popular. Like I wasn't in any group. I just didn't want to be there.
You weren't the pretty one?
Oh God, no.
You are in this group.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't pretty. I wasn't like the quarterback. My family didn't have money. Just fucking.
Yeah, fair. Rich kids up here, I get it.
Yeah. I fucking.
Well, there's a few.
Oh yeah.
There's a few.
I just didn't care. There was nothing enticing about it.
It's okay. This is the unpopular crew. We were all unpopular except for him. He had so many friends.
That was popular.
Yeah, he was popular.
Yeah.
So many friends.
Popular. I mean, I did a lot of ROTC, so
I did too.
it really wasn't. There wasn't really a lot of school going on.
Turns out ROTC not a big thing in my family.
It's
Fair.
fun. It's fun.
I mean, nobody wants to be an officer.
My mom was anti all of that, and my dad was very much
Whatever.
like my dad was the true expression of a hippie. He's like, yeah, go find yourself, do whatever you want. I don't care. Yeah.
Your dad's still like that kind of like talking to him every once in a while. I get that vibe.
Yeah.
Even though he's extremely smart, I get that vibe 100% because
He's
he's just
definitely
like
like super chill for sure.
super lax.
Yeah. No, my dad is legitimately brilliant. But you would barely ever know it because he's probably just not talking to you. Yeah.
Yeah, like even when he does talk to me, I'm like, this is where he gets it from. What'd you say?
Yes. No, my dad was hilarious. Actually, it was funny because my mom, like, if she thought you did something wrong, she was just throwing shit at the wall until she got a reaction and
stuck.
figured out what it was. My dad would not come at you with anything until he had you dead to rights. And then when he finally came at you, you're like, what does he know? Hold on.
Shit.
Where did I mess up?
Yeah. Where did I slip up?
Listen, your story that I like the most still is when your dad tells you about Falling Rock.
Chief Falling Rock.
Christian hasn't heard this one. He has to hear it.
We used to go across country all the time when I was a kid in the car. And you had a couple stories. So you'd see the sign that's like, danger, Falling Rock. Well, Falling Rock was the last escaped Indian chief. And he would push rocks down cliffs at white men, like the white folk, the settlers, if you will. Guacamole was made from little green animals called guacamoles. Basically a snipe hunt, but with a little extra like swagger thrown at the end.
My question is, how long did you fall for these?
Not long, but it was hilarious. Like.
That's what I appreciate about your dad is he knows how to spin a tail. I do the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna use these stories when I have grandkids someday, if I have them. Hopefully
I
not
like
soon.
spinning tails to people. It's fucking hilarious because you're just like, if you sell it right, someone goes, really? You're like, oh yeah. And they're like, what? No.
Oh, my dad is 100% the guy that could look at somebody
And be like,
who's not gullible and go, they took gullible out of the dictionary. And they would go, really? He just sells it.
yeah.
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 Oh, I can believe that. My great uncle was Falling Rock.
Yeah.
You know what scares me? Are those signs. I don't know if you've seen them, Kevin. You've probably seen them. Like when you get to Utah, Colorado, and it warns you about like roadside shooting areas.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I feel like we should have one going out to Genoa.
really? You
Oh,
should.
yeah.
But like in Colorado, you don't expect it. Like, especially when we came out of a tunnel. And then it was all of a sudden it was like, be wary of roadside shooting. And I was like,
Well,
there's nothing but cliffs for the next, like,
I mean,
I don't know, 20 miles.
that's why you shoot into the cliff.
What are you
Yeah.
shooting at? And I'm like, are there
Targets.
snipers up on top of the ridge? Like, this would be a good place to jump people. Sure.
Well, that's the thing. You're in Colorado. It's a mountain area. It's hunting and all that. So I would expect there to be shooting signs.
Hey, did we ever figure out, did I miss when Christian told us what he was drinking, was I up
Yes.
selling cigars?
Yeah, it was a
drinking
Calumet 16 year.
Oh, nice. And did we
He's-
get a hat
we
verification?
did not.
Yes, we did.
Did we? I didn't see it.
It's in there. You should pay attention.
I think it's the
How
flex
did you tell
fit,
us?
flex fit mid profile.
He told us. Yep. Flex fit mid rise.
Yeah.
That's right there in the middle.
As soon as we get those pressed, Christian, I'll send you one out.
We're working on it now. Well, not now, but in a couple minutes. Oh,
It's going to be, wait, hold on. We should
Hours.
ask, do you want the cigar shop logo or the podcast logo? Because the podcast logo, we're still waiting for the press. We're doing the cigar shop logo tonight.
South
we're
of
waiting for the dye.
border.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been using the Arbor press, and that thing it works, but in order to get it right, because I haven't bolted it down, I have to hit the top with a hammer just to get that good impression. Because if I yank
I mean, those
on
ones with the hot press look great.
oh yeah,
They look amazing.
like I said, those when it lightened up on the bottom area, it was because my iron turned off, so it wasn't heating them up anymore.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
realize it until I looked down and said, "Oh, there's no light."
Oh, wheelie doos in the pod.
Hey,
oh,
Will.
from Whistler.
Whistler, really?
Yeah. How is it? How's the skiing?
Are you sore?
How's the weather?
How's
up
the
there?
conditions? Is it amazing?
Did he get on the mountain before he went down there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I had to ask.
South of the
Did this light just get brighter? Was that just me?
It's at 40% still. It says.
Dude, it felt like it just brightened up on me.
I don't think so. I think you feeling all right?
I mean,
Any
as
sign-
all right as I ever
Do you
feel
smell
anymore.
almonds, fudge,
No,
burnt toast?
Is that whiskey taking a toll on you?
could be. Maybe I'm just drunk.
Are you getting drunk? No almonds, no burnt toast.
I haven't had anything to drink until this.
Do you
Let's
taste
see.
any banana?
No.
Okay, just check.
Christian says, I've only been in the cigar shop twice, but I've been on 24 podcasts. So how about the podcast logo?
Okay.
Yeah.
The cigar shop logo is pretty sexy, but the podcast logo is also pretty sexy.
Yeah, I ordered one, or maybe I ordered two. One with the circle that you sent me,
Yeah.
and one without. I think I ordered two
Okay.
because I wasn't sure if it was going to cut off part of the head because it's a 2-inch stamp
Okay.
and it's a 2-inch little deal. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll find out.
And I had an idea for this for the 3-inch stamp that I have, or the 2.5-inch stamp.
Yeah.
Coasters.
Oh, yeah.
And then I saw a really nice design where it's all out of leather. It buttons together and holds 4 coasters in it. I'm like, that's pretty nice, and I think our logo would look nice on it.
Sweet.
And then I'm still working on those caddies.
How hot does that stamp get?
I mean, I could get it fairly hot. I was using an iron, but I could also use a blowtorch on it.
Well, do you think it would burn into wood?
Yeah, it will.
Okay.
It's 3 inches though, so I mean,
Oh, let's strip some acid boxes. Front and back. We can do it on the lid.
That's what I was thinking.
That's
And then on
Yeah.
top.
Try
Okay.
a box.
Yeah.
See if it comes out on the box.
Use those for our
Yeah.
cutter lighter holders.
Uh huh.
okay.
Yeah.
Because it's a thin.
I mean,
enough
even the
wood.
ones where we have that Linda did for us, we can still do it on the inner lid.
That's what I was thinking. Because it's perfectly good wood. It's light enough that it'll show the burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to practice
wait,
on a couple first.
Have you looked at all in how we could do the inner metal piece for ashtrays?
Not yet.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, I know how to do it.
You do? Mm-hmm. Okay.
the sand and everything.
Do you like that idea?
Yeah, I mean, we just have to do it.
Do you
gotta
like
get-
that ashtray I sent you the photo of? Do you like that style?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know how to make it. We just have to.
Get a silicone mold or something first?
But yeah, we'd have to. We'd have to make a mold. So we would need to like we'd have to like 3D print the ashtray
Yeah.
and then create the mold through that and then create the reverse mold so that we could stamp out like sand
Yeah.
and then we could just pour it right into the sand. And then once it hardens, we just buff it out and shine it up and do whatever we need to do.
Sweet. I think those would be great.
You know, we just you need
100%.
you need a kiln though.
I don't have a kiln.
Yeah.
I have to look at a kiln
We
then.
need a kiln.
I mean, I feel like we could work that out.
And then
or yeah.
I've seen some people make a kiln and then they use the fire extinguisher base as a crucible.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, as long as it's if it's a easy enough metal to melt, we could just do it.
Oh, I sent Cameron the shop logo in PNG so he could have a hat made for the podcast.
Oh, nice.
Maybe you can get it made cheaper. Send it here. Skiing, snow, everywhere, 3-inch, mid-mountain at extra higher up. There we go.
Oh, did they open above Mid Mountain for you when you got there? I figured they would.
Did they get any of the snow that came through here?
They're getting all the snow.
Of course they
All
do.
the storms are going north.
I don't understand how that happens. How it all
Has
just
to do
gets
with
us.
it has to do with water temperature in the Pacific and how it affects the airflow and the jet stream.
Air pressure, water pressure,
Science.
humidity.
So La Nina is a cold water blob in a certain part of the Pacific. El Nino is a warm water blob in the same part of the Pacific. We do best when it's in the middle. So as that water in the Pacific starts to warm up, hopefully as the sun starts to come further north again, the storm track will actually come further south. That's why we get really good end of January, February, March, especially in La Nina years. So hopefully the end of our season will be really good.
Hopefully I have good tires by then.
That's because this week, in like 2 days, it's going to be 52 here.
At least it'll be warm again.
Which I'm gonna be in the middle of my 20 days in a row or whatever it is, and thinking I could definitely be golfing right now.
And speaking of cold, my heater went out in the house.
Oh, that's annoying.
I found out it was a couple of sensors that I didn't see, and they're little metal probes that come out and stick in the flame. I just needed to clean them off, and I got a new thermostat for no reason.
Oh, that sucks.
But the good thing is it's a thermostat that I just set at a number, and I don't have to set times or anything. It's just at the same number. It's simple.
Set it and forget it.
That new riff would be such a good cocktail whiskey.
What would you mix with it?
I would probably make Manhattans out of it.
Old fashions.
Okay.
Or like an old fashioned, but not a traditional old fashioned. It
Yeah.
would need some sort of like a winter spice syrup in it rather than just a straight sugar.
Like a nutmeg.
Yeah. I've had people, not my recipe, the assistant manager / bar manager that I hired
Yeah.
built from scratch, like hadn't done it before, wasn't stored away in his memory banks. Did a winter spice recipe for our winter spice old fashioned. People have been begging for the syrup recipe.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you get the recipe?
I have it. I'll make it, or I'll have the kitchen make me some, and I'll bring some down.
Sweet.
I'll make you guys some old fashions.
Cool.
They're phenomenal, dude. I'm selling $25 and $30 cocktails like it's nothing.
What are you using as the whiskey base?
For the winter spice old fashioned, Sazerac rye.
Okay. Got a bottle of that at home. I got to get the recipe now.
Yeah.
I was like, I just
If
poured the
it's
rest
good.
of that Sazerac for somebody. We don't have
Hey,
any more.
James, how's it going?
Oh shit! Wait,
said-
is he still in Tejas?
No, he is back in California.
Back in the world?
Back in California.
He's-
Back in Cali.
His message was, yo. Lowercase, yo.
James, what are you drinking? What are you smoking?
Let's see. Will, not all lifts run at mid and upper mountain, but there is access.
Okay, so you can get up there, just not on everything. That's cool. I'm so glad he got up there to fucking ski. I wish I could have gone. I want to get to Whistler so bad.
Somebody has work, though.
Yeah. Lots and lots.
Maybe you can go in February.
No, because I'm taking that week off in January to do the avalanche class.
Avalanche class?
Yeah, I'm
class.
doing an airy class.
I thought you did an avalanche class.
No, I'm doing the next one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you've taken that class before, right?
Not this one.
Oh, is this a different?
Yeah, there's 3 levels.
Oh, okay.
What level have you taken?
1.
One? This
Yeah.
is 2?
Yeah.
Not with that same kooky professor guy, right?
No.
Okay.
No, a girl actually that a bunch of my friends know.
Oh,
Say she's really cool. So
all right. There you go.
Okay.
yeah. No, I just want to be more comfortable in the backcountry.
Fair.
I want to start doing that more. I mean, I
Backcountry?
need to get rid of this job and launch this web app and do some things that give me some free time. But what the hell was that?
Oh, do I have a story about getting to Whistler?
Well, I told you not to take those things across the border, but you're the one who wanted to.
James, not smoking or drinking anything yet.
What?
You
Oh.
should. What's wrong with you?
He's still technically recovering. When he called me, he said he was at about 90%.
For what? Jet lag?
From his muscle
Listen,
thing.
Listen, he was in the Army. He should get over it.
Yeah, this was pretty bad.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You
a
drink through it.
little bit of whiskey is part of recovery.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure it is.
And a cigar helps too.
But he was smoking when he called me.
No, well, he at least had a
Oh,
cigar.
James, you're just lying to us now. What are you doing?
He called me 2 days ago.
Yeah, but you're not smoking or drinking yet,
Yet.
except for 2 days ago.
Nah, see, that's what happens when you disappear for 2 months. You're just gonna get clowned on as soon as you log in.
Oh yeah.
What are you coming up?
Listen, he was a tanker as well, and if he's not drinking already, there's a problem.
I have a bottle of whiskey sitting in the back room for you.
Let's see. He says, Lane, I talked to Laron. I heard you guys got your ass whooped by a girl on the golf course.
Not one girl.
There was a pair of girls.
2 girls.
High school girls.
They were high school girls. They were competing in the championship the next day at the same course.
Ah, so they had experience on you.
And I was legitimately 3 weeks out from knee surgery, I believe.
Yeah, but that was 3 weeks out from knee surgery. You were still good. He's doing the laughing emojis.
Yeah, the good news is, and they were playing the tees you guys played. They were like 100 yards ahead of me.
The champion tees.
And I was still out driving them. Yes, if this was Premier League, they would be the champion
That's
tees.
champion tees. Where's
He
that?
says, the way I LMAO.
No, they could play. They were sticks.
On the front tees, at least.
But
could
they
play.
were, I will say, they were surprised because they would walk to their ball and I would just be sitting there waiting. They'd be like, "Where's your ball?" Now, mind you, I was teeing off from 100 yards behind them, and I would go, "Oh, it's up there." They were not used to being outdriven by like randos they played with on the course.
Yeah, like motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just launching them to the sky.
this
That's what you were
cheap
doing.
Son bitch.
Oh, that
Hey, at
one
least
broke
I
the
still had that.
atmosphere.
At least I still had distance.
That's the only thing you had that day.
Yeah, me and LaRon stopped keeping score after 9. We were just playing for fun. That was a good time, though.
Mudslide delayed for 18 hours.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Did you at least have a cigar so you could smoke?
Oh, he took the big case.
Okay. I will be up next weekend, he says.
Oh, sick.
Christian says, hot, question mark?
Dude, they were like 16.
I think it was maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
So were they hot?
I heard you guys stopped keeping score. Yeah, he heard that.
After 9. Yeah. We just decided to play. I couldn't. So my problem was, because it was still a little tender, I couldn't get on, like I couldn't convince my body to get on my left side. Like I was pulling out early to avoid committing onto my knee.
And
And still out
LaRon,
driving.
LaRon wasn't going to show up any of his new talents while you were there.
No,
He wasn't going to give away any of his
He was
strategy.
being nice. Yeah.
Yeah, because when we go for our championship round 2,
You mean
to carry on.
when James and I smoke you in championship round 2?
Yeah,
Have you been practicing, James? That's the actual question right
No,
there.
he hasn't been. He can't move.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He couldn't take a shit without crying.
I did not get that from him. That's amazing.
He couldn't breathe, couldn't laugh, couldn't take a shit. All right, and you think he was going to practice golfing?
Dude, that morning constitutional to be brutal. Oh God.
And Casey there trying to pop jokes the whole time.
I refrained from texting him funny things. I was trying to be nice. You know,
Except for that one time.
Every now and then I was like, nah, I'm going to text it to him anyway. I don't care if it hurts if he laughs.
Dude, I imagine that's a lot like your warm up for the reviews.
But
Your like vocal emotional warm up.
Oh,
He
yeah,
says,
yeah.
I was messed up. Casey is absolutely right.
No, wait.
Laughing
Wait, hold on.
was painful.
Do this for me real fast because this is what I'm imagining trying to take a shit.
all right. What?
You're not gonna do it, are you?
Who?
You.
What? Take a shit?
No. You're like now you're just fucking playing games.
Which warm up? The lion face, sour face?
Yeah.
The ooh.
Yeah. There we go.
Really, it was probably more like hurt. Oh, hurt. Oh. I can't breathe.
James, you need. Oh, it's to James.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Coughing hurt. Everything hurt.
Flying face, sour face.
Burping hurt.
Ooh. That's right. Yeah. Pain. He was just in pain.
Pain.
Existing was pain.
What did he do?
Pulled a muscle in his
How?
back.
Wait, how?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a back spasm muscle, and then there was like another muscle that hurt on top of that.
How do you manage it?
Probably lifting something for his mom, doing chairs.
They said the pain I felt was like breaking 4 ribs. Oh, that's not too bad. I've broken 4 ribs. This is not bad.
I don't know that I've ever broken a rib.
I've broken
you
a
want
lot
to?
of things.
Do I want to?
Yeah.
How you're gonna accomplish this?
No, I'm just gonna sign you up for a fight and hope it happens.
Cuban cigar request.
What do you got?
Will sent that to me.
From Canada?
From
Oh.
Canada.
Yeah, you're gonna drop that much on Canadian
Oh,
fucking
good.
I mean,
Cubans?
Boulevard Torpedoes, Partagas D4s. What else, Casey?
I mean, that Partagas D4s is really the answer
Maduros. Partagas D4 Maduros.
if you can find them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, if you can find it and it's less than $100, a Trinidad Fundadora.
Kawaba.
Oh, yeah. He wants a Cuava Salomon.
Kuavas.
The Kawaba.
All right.
I like that one. It was
The
one of my
Solomon,
favorites.
though, right?
The
Yeah,
Solomon,
it's
yeah.
a
Yeah,
Solomon, yeah.
And
It's not a bad stick.
the price he gave me from his guy, whew, steep.
Yeah.
55 a stick.
But I mean, that's to buy from him. It's a box, isn't it?
No, you can
No,
buy
that was,
whatever you
that
want.
was
Oh,
per
shit.
stick.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It's a fucking Kuava.
Yeah. I like that cigar though. It's a good one.
What else? If you could find a Monty 2 with age, like years of age.
He laughed at you and said Lane.
What's it?
Will did. He
Oh.
laughed and said Lane.
Ha ha ha. Laughy face. Lane.
Yep.
You asked. I just gave you answers.
And those were both good answers.
All three. I finished mine.
This is the last bit. I finished the other two.
These were, I mean, listen, all three of these are really good.
I ate a little bit today before I came up. Like, not much. It was like mac and cheese. But, yeah, I'm feeling this a little bit. It's nice. It's very cathartic for me.
It's all right. Get it in now because we're getting the Yellowstone tonight.
No, don't say that. Don't you dare put that curse on us.
Yellowstone.
Cubans in Rio were averaging 50 to 75 a stick.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
It's not terrible, but it's still pretty pricey.
I mean, the Fundadoris is like, it's Bahiki territory for pricing. Because, for the same reason, it was one of Fidel's smokes.
And the Bahiki is what?
The Cohiba Bahiki.
Your favorite Cuban?
Oh, totally. No.
No, that's Schmody. The face.
Arguably, the greatest cigar in the world.
Off is the direction that you can fuck.
They're good cigars.
No, they're not.
They're
They're not. They're not.
dude. If you
The first batch of Bahikis was fantastic. Yes. Ever since then, they have been fucking terrible.
terrible,
Terrible.
Terrible.
because I think for $30 it'd be an okay
The
smoke.
price is good. It's just if you've
But
had
that-
one of the first ones,
yeah, that's true.
you just know.
But
that
how many cigars suffer that same fate that aren't Cuban?
a lot.
The Andalusian Bowl.
Yes.
I switched to Stag, by the way, is what Christian just said.
Yes.
See, look
We've
at that. You're
converted
doing
him.
well. It's about time that you just go back to it. Stick with it. Your palate will develop immensely.
I may have more Stag than I thought.
No.
Like over 5?
Yeah,
What?
maybe.
What years?
I didn't count. Dating all the way back to batch 18.
Ooh. Why do you have so much Stag?
Because it's his favorite.
Okay.
Why isn't it here?
Because it's his favorite. It's not to share.
Listen, I finally organized my whiskey. Like there were just boxes of random shit lying around, and I cleaned. I have a lot of stuff. Like I have a lot of random stuff. I have 3 bottles of the Contradiction Rye, the 105 proof rye that scored like number 3 in Minnick's list.
You know, when I think of your apartment and all I can see is just bottles upon bottles, and the problem is you guys call me an alcoholic, and I just think you have that many bottles.
I have a handful of the first batch of the Sagamore cast strength. I still have a couple of the Sagamore 8-year. Like, I just have stuff. Like, I was pulling out bottles. Like, what? Dude, I have 7 bottles of Eagle Rare, and I think 9 bottles of E.H. Taylor
You know,
small batch.
some people say I have a problem. It sounds like you have a problem.
It's-
Your liver's not strong enough for all that, but I mean,
No.
you could share.
No,
it.
that's fair.
He's a
but
collector. And you're an alcoholic. There's a difference.
it just started
That's not
showing
true.
up.
I am now a connoisseur. Get it right.
Oh, you are a connoisseur? That's a big word for you, my friend.
Well, we're getting cuss word.
Wait, I just have one question.
yeah.
shoot.
What's up?
You guys filming a podcast?
Yeah,
we're live right now.
It's live right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, can we join in for like a second, or is that not allowed?
I mean, where do you want to? Here, you want to take my
Sure.
seat for a minute?
Guys, get it. Oh my god.
You want to pop in over here?
No, she can take my seat.
One of them can hop here. One can.
You're on the switcher. You got.
Yeah, one of them can hop here though. Daily Tort. No, Big Ash. Now. Yeah.
on the wall right there.
Is it kind of like shit? Big ass?
I mean, people interpret it that way.
It's like big ass. Like, can I put on the headphones?
Do one of you guys want to hop over here?
It's all right.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't either. That's why I'm over here.
Okay, sweet. Then I'm in the perfect spot.
Exactly.
Frankleton.
Wait, Frankleton, are you tapped in too?
You got,
Yeah, I am.
you got a microphone.
Okay, thank
Yep,
you.
there you
Wow,
go.
that guy's voice is so smooth. Very nice.
Which one?
This guy over here.
There's only one on the.
Yeah, it's just that one
podcast,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah. I would listen to you on a
She heard
podcast for
him
sure.
and maybe went from
Sorry,
there.
he's special. So
He is
That's
special.
okay.
yeah.
I like special people.
Oh well, you
so
can,
do
you're,
I.
you're sitting right next to the right one then.
Okay,
You're
perfect.
just back if you're
And
not special.
as are you.
Is there like a prompt?
So how are you guys doing?
Yeah, how's it going?
Great.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
just a
great.
Monday night. We are in Tahoe, and we decided to come to Bally's. Yeah,
Bally's? Yep.
Bally's.
We came to Bali.
Yeah. Yeah. Am I in Indonesia? I'm not sure.
Wait, I have a hard time hearing you with these on.
Up here?
No, we've actually for the past like 3 or 4 years
Oh,
we
okay,
come here
okay,
and
okay.
stay at my grandparents' house. Thank you, Grandma and Grandpa.
Grandma and Grandpa?
Yeah, appreciate you. But we came to the Golden Nugget.
Nugget?
Yeah, it's right across.
Nugget
Yeah, across the
last
street.
year, and Bally's.
It's whatever you want to
I'm pretty sure this place gave us a free voucher last year. I'm like 95% certain.
Yeah.
And some of our friends won like $100.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it was electric. Still electric, you guys. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Mara, I know you have some electric things to bring up.
Yeah.
What are you doing out on a Monday? Just chilling?
Yes, dude. Predominantly chilling.
Yeah. Predominantly.
That's good.
Yeah.
You up for the skiing? What brings
Well,
you to Tahoe?
usually this is actually the first time we decided not to do that.
No, right now it's like strictly drinking. Pretty
Okay.
much.
Strictly drinking. We did some mushrooms earlier.
Typical Monday.
Yeah,
Just,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a classic Monday.
We
We walked about 20 feet into the forest, did some mushrooms, and we were like, damn, let's go back.
No, we all graduated undergrad last year, and like we're having like, I guess you could call it a reunion, you know? So it's like a lot of like reconnecting emotionally.
Yeah, we just graduated from University of Oregon.
Should I take a shower?
Okay.
Or am I gonna get
She's from Iowa. She's from Bend, Oregon.
Do
Okay.
it, Maya.
I'm from San Luis. Missouri.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
do.
That's where he went.
Frank?
Oh, you went to Cal Poly?
he did, yes.
Frankleton,
Yes, ma'am.
Diane, you went to Cal Poly,
you're
right?
gonna take a shot of tequila too.
Okay.
Am I being offered that?
Yes, dude.
Okay, then
yes.
I will absolutely take it, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah.
But no.
I love it. I love it.
Do the G4.
Wait, you guys should tell us a bit about yourselves.
Yeah, you know a little bit about us now.
Let's
Let's
start with a prompt.
take turns.
What do you want to know?
Name, occupation.
Why are you guys doing this?
Do you live in Tahoe? How do you like it?
How'd you get here doing this?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, we own the cigar shop, so
Oh, okay.
we just
sick.
found
Kinda
something to
stumbled
do
into
that
it and needed
hang out, and since we're sitting in here, we might as well shoot a podcast. So
Nice.
that's what we're doing
I love it. I'm not gonna
Grew
lie,
up
you
here?
guys. I've dreamed about
yes.
doing a podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
In South Lake.
in
The
South Lake.
guy
Nice.
next to you is
I've been here
Casey.
for 30 years.
Casey,
All three.
That's
Yep.
Casey.
I'm Casey.
The guy behind the counter is Lane.
Lane,
And
And
I'm Kevin.
that's Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin, Lane,
All
Casey.
solid, all really solid names.
Yeah.
And then those two own the shop. I
Sick.
showed up 2014
Brought the
at some
podcasting
point and just
equipment?
we just started going. And then when we opened up here in 2020, we opened during COVID. And
Damn,
we
good for
took
you.
off decently, and then at some point we just needed to put our our name out there, and you can't promote cigars. So yeah, you can't advertise or anything for cigars.
Why? What?
It's just the way they have it.
It's like drug laws, Frankleton.
Basically, yeah.
Like it's like advertising is weird for like cigarettes too.
Yeah,
But
there's a lot
you
of
can
rules.
advertise for cigarettes. I've seen it.
Yeah, you see
you
advertisements
can
for-
advertise cigarette media in print. So like
So, like,
magazines,
newspapers, magazines.
magazines can
Yeah,
have.
they-
Wait,
not
guys,
like
I have a
a-
question. Do you guys know? Are you allowed to advertise Zins? Because I feel like I hear Zin,
Oh, and last
or is it not paid advertising? Like
Zin
Rose
seems
just
like more
bring
of
up
like a
Zin.
social media blow
It's a nicotine alternative, so it has the same rules.
Really? Okay, okay.
You won't see like a Zin commercial on TV, but you'll see a Zin
She watched
article
support.
in
Yeah,
magazines.
Oh, interesting. I
That's
didn't know
actually
that.
wouldn't
It's-
ruin
it's
any
all-
of our
it's all
bottles
like
that
that.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. That'd be. That, also, we just kind of
They get real strict about
intruded
that.
there.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just intruded.
I
their
yeah,
time.
I
don't think they
understand.
really have plans
But it's
to
like I feel like
review themselves.
especially on podcasts, I feel like I hear so many people promoting like I fucking love Zins, and it's like maybe it's not an advertisement, but
Yeah, it's-
anytime
it's not
anyone hears,
paid.
that's
Yeah,
damn, that's a pretty forceful advertisement then.
Not directly.
yeah.
So like, if we had a podcast and we want to talk about Zins, someone would pay us to talk about Zins, we could. But we couldn't, like,
Sure.
we can't as Zin run an advertisement in between.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
clips.
Brandy.
That's interesting.
No, it's
So you can be like,
119 proof.
I love Zin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
say that.
It's hot.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
That
then like
pretty
they
good.
slide you $500
That
under
seems
the
like it would
table.
warm me up.
Okay, that makes
Right
sense.
on.
Sure, I'd love to try it. Would you like a cigarette?
No, I got that.
Direct marketing
Yeah.
through like social media.
Oh, okay,
they would
okay,
kick
okay.
it back immediately.
Okay, that makes sense.
I actually racked up enough Zin reward points. To
That's
get,
very nice, actually.
A sign and a canister.
Yeah, she loves Zin.
They're getting pretty popular.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about Zins? Are you more of like a what is it about the cigars that you enjoy?
So for cigars, you basically having the cigar and you're intaking the smoke. You're not inhaling it. You're getting it for the flavor. So you're picking you're.
It's not like the same as like a cigarette. You have a cigarette because you feel like a
So Nick,
head rush,
You
right?
still get that, but I mean, most of the time with cigarettes and addiction part, cigars you don't really get addicted to all that much. You'll want to have like a cigar here and
podcasting
there.
with your boys.
Yeah, essentially. And then like cigarettes have all those carcinogens in it, like you have rat poison and all this other stuff that's in it. Cigars are
I like
natural. You
that.
don't have that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's more
So it seems
natural,
like I'd
no
be
issues.
anti-cigar- Whoa. Who are these guys?
More customers.
These are our friends.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
they
know
came-
them.
Yeah, we do know them. They came. We thought they were gambling. We decided to find. Yeah,
Do you guys
know
do you
anything
guys
about-
gamble here? No.
Try not to.
No,
When you're around it so much, you just
Yeah.
don't even. Yeah,
like
you just don't even
worked
do
in
it.
it for a long time. Like me and him have been in the casino business for a while. Me and Lane.
All in South Lake.
Yeah, I was 10 years here, but I did surveillance.
Oh, okay.
So
Like,
I was
not the
watching
same.
everybody, but you'd see people
people
blow
that are
through
entertainment.
250,000 in a night.
Oh,
That would bug me.
When you have
So
someone that's like gambling with
it's hard to see that.
$250,000.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
when I was making then. That was roughly 5 to 6 times what I got paid,
I mean,
and
for
that
people that have the money who just
that was like over a couple years taking that.
Wait,
go.
people were gambling that, or
Fashion.
you wanted to?
And well,
Wait, say
Also-
I missed some.
So I was in surveillance
Okay.
for 10 years, and I would
Yeah, yeah.
see people gamble, and I saw people blow 250,000 in one night.
Oh, okay, yeah,
That's
yeah.
like 5 to 6 times my salary at the time,
Yeah.
and like it was
Yeah, that's
one
a
of those
turn
things
off
that made
from
you
gambling.
sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
and seeing that big of a loss and how it ruins people, it kept me away from it. And then like my mom and dad and my
Mm-hmm.
grandparents, they all gambled, and some of them gambled a little too much and had some issues. So I just figured I'd stay away from it.
are the
Yeah,
people
good for
that are
you, man.
spending- The people that are spending $250,000, is that people like? Do they have that to spend, or how do?
Oh yeah, they have that. to
Some
spend.
do.
Oh, and so it's just.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
guy that did it was
Maya,
he
I'm
built
living my
bridges.
dream right now.
Yeah, out in California. So I mean,
Okay.
yeah, he owned the
Built
he owned
bridges.
he owned the company that built that maintained bridges and built them. Yeah.
Okay. God, $250,000.
No, dude, I was just listening to this podcast where Brian, you know what I'm talking about. It's Breaking Points, where they were
You
talking.
guys know breaking points?
Yeah, dude. It was like the one guy's really against gambling, like passionately, Sagar, you know? And he was talking about how, like, people, well, specific, it was his, like, rant against gambling, essentially. But he was talking about how like people on DraftKings will like there has been people who have blown $1 million.
Oh, on sports
And
betting?
it's like,
Easy.
no. And it's
Easy.
like, this is like what's happening on the app and they're advertising. And we're like, this is so fucking
Well, it
sick.
gets-
This
you
is
know?
DraftKings.
Yeah.
It gets to the point where you become more dependent on the wins, and it's that dopamine fix. When you get hit with that dopamine fix, when you win, you're at the top of your high, and you want to keep trying to get back to it, and they just can't, and they blow through their money quickly because it's all a gamble, essentially, right?
Yeah. It also talked like this in this like segment. It talked about how the app like purposely advertises at the times people are most vulnerable, you know, like where it's like late at night, like, I know you want to gamble, you know, it's like, Jesus Christ, you know?
Well, a lot of places do that.
Yeah, it's
Advertising,
insane though. Like when
Yeah.
you think about it, especially-
Advertising is a sick.
No,
sick
but his point,
profession
I
to get
actually think this
into.
is real. Where at least you have to go to a casino and like watch like people gamble away $250,000, for example, and be like, shit, like I really don't want to do this, you know? Where like on your phone, it's like whatever. Like it's like you're checking your DraftKings, like you're checking social media, you
Like,
know?
even those
Yeah,
people that come and
desensitizes
gamble
people.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even those people that come and gamble like that they have the money to spend. That's why it doesn't bother them. But like seeing it every
And then
day
you're like,
I did,
whoa, wealth inequality. I
Yes.
think I'm a leftist.
seeing
you know?
it like I did every time was one of those things. Like I don't need to gamble. Seeing people lose this much money, and sometimes it ruins them. That's what kept me away.
Gamifying the world comes from. Like tech thinks they invented it 20 years ago. Casinos have been doing it for 7
Yeah,
years.
no, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Oh,
Seeing
I thought you
things
said,
like that.
could I have a sip?
No, you're good.
Whereas like, how can we make people stay here as long as possible? And it's like now it just exists in the tech world. Is that what you're?
The research casinos have done
Yes. No.
is
Yes.
immense.
Yeah. It's
They're
insane.
very good at what they do.
They're like, let's hire psychologists for this.
They do.
And
Yeah.
just like the last 2 to 3
Mhm.
years.
A lot of casinos focus on like certain color palettes, certain layouts of casino floors. The reason there's no clocks, there's no
There's
windows.
that psychology.
You know, you can lose.
Yeah,
hours
dude, that's
in a
like
casino.
Kroger.
You don't necessarily
That's
need
like
to
Kroger. Yeah.
Yeah, but they hire them.
I will tell you this. So the
That's a
NGC
bad idea,
outlawed
Christian.
Introducing oxygen into the air system, specifically because of how effective it was.
Oh, I bet. I bet it just makes you want to stay up all night.
Wait, putting what into their system?
Oxygen.
Really?
Like pump in like
Shut the fuck up. They're
Extra oxygen.
pumping oxygen.
They use
Wow.
Pure
If
oxygen.
you're not doing it
Yep.
now, it's a massive fine.
interesting.
Yeah, now
Like
they
8
just
figures.
now that's just different perfumes that they send through the AC unit to kind of make it more welcoming. But yeah,
When do you guys think that online gambling regulations are going to catch up with in-person physical casino?
Literally never.
Really?
Yeah, you can run from anywhere.
Right, you can run from anywhere, but like, I mean, like again on the same.
Like for the upscaling companies, pretty quick. All they have to do is follow the NGC model. Like the NGC's been regulating gambling since the 40s.
Yeah.
They're really good at it. Like you can't adjust the payout on the slot machine
Am I allowed?
without going through a full audit of that bank of machines.
no.
No, sorry.
Like all the infrastructure is there. At any point, if they want to follow it, they can.
We have other people.
But every company that's operating outside of this country
yeah.
fabric and
is
everything.
going to do all the
It's
things that have
gross.
been banned by the
No,
NGC
that
already.
I've done it before.
But do you think that like
It wasn't my thing.
for like a
I've done it a
DraftKings
couple of times.
It's not my thing, but in fact, it's
that
my
are
thing.
legalizing it,
I understand.
like they're saying they're
My
they're
problem
showing
was
this
the
face
head. I
value
never
number
liked it.
of like
Oh,
this is
see,
gonna
like
that's the
being
issue.
in
Is I
control.
this
I
amount of
like
dollars
it,
to your city.
unfortunately.
But like what it doesn't account for is the amount of money that's going to be spent going out of the state on gambling, and then also on like suicide, other mental health, and like while there's like a big number that the gambling companies show to get the states to pass the legislature that will like allow them to have online gambling. Like when do you think that they're going to realize like, oh shit, that when you actually do the math and like the negatives that it has to the state of like the money
I'm
that's
pretty sure they
being
did that, Christian.
that's not being spent is like actually a net negative.
Yeah, but it's not. Geographically, so the way gaming tax works, geographically it's
Dude, have you
detrimental the
gambled on
closer to
shrooms?
the gaming you get for the population.
Have you gambled on mushrooms?
But the effects are
No.
diffused.
Oh,
as
then
you
it's a no,
gain
Christian, sorry.
distance.
Yes.
So, Nevada,
Yeah, he didn't do
like
that.
Las Vegas.
He's the gambler, not the shroom.
350 million tourist visits a year.
Yeah.
They're separate activities, Christian.
About $220 billion a year.
Never done that.
They're taking 12% of that in tax. Like, there's a reason that Nevada doesn't have a tax on income.
Well, at that
They don't
point,
need it.
so when you get
Very
drunk to a
intensive conversation about tax right now.
Yeah, totally. Like,
and drinking.
can't hear well enough to tap in. Also, don't know enough about taxes per state.
I mean, I think that's the whole goal of taxes is that no one's actually supposed to know anything about them.
Yeah, they're like, perfect, let's milk you dry.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How do you like that whiskey?
I would try to get.
What?
I don't have any water.
We don't do water here, mine. I'm just kidding.
Just fire water.
I like it. I like it.
Fire water only.
Yeah. Well, we don't really.
How
tell
often do you guys go live on the podcast?
Once a week.
Once a week?
We don't do any of that.
Is it always a
Most
Monday?
of the time we would cut you guys off from that, and then
Oh,
say,
really?
hey,
Cool. Cool, nice.
He's not
Nice.
making the right choices. Should probably come off.
So what's your favorite whiskey so far?
Best whiskey I've had
Yeah.
so far is the George T. Stout
Yeah.
from 2022.
And it's mainly because you're
Damn,
as
we gotta try
surveillance,
that,
you're
man.
protecting, the casino's
J.T.
assets.
Pepper,
So if somebody's gambling and they're not in the right state of mind and they're not making the right decisions, and that money can go back.
What kind of is it just a
That's why we cut you off at a certain point.
And the money
So
can
it's
go back.
Kentucky, pretty standard mash bill. It's like 18% rye. It's like 58% corn, 18% rye, malted barley, a little bit of wheat.
This place,
4 grams.
10 years.
It's good stuff.
10 years.
So I didn't
No,
like
I work with juveniles now.
So we
I
do a
basically
whiskey and
it's
cigar
a
and
juvenile
general
camp
bullshit
that
podcast.
is kind of closer to
And then we do,
rehabilitation.
Mostly,
and
it's
getting
mostly
them away from
bullshit. That's all.
drugs.
Because you,
That's what I.
Is this your guys'
that's
side
my
gig?
because I got tired
Yeah,
of
it's
this
just something to
place.
do.
yeah, something.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. What do you guys usually do? Like, let's say it's like an average Monday you're doing the
I can
podcast. What
admit
do you
that I
guys
have
talk
a
about?
heroes complex,
Usually, like,
and I want to help people and say
We'll start with like whiskeys we're drinking, cigars we're smoking, and then just
everything that
How'd you guys
events
meet?
going on through the day. We've known each other for well over 10 years.
Have you guys all lived in Tahoe for 10 years?
Well, he lives in Minden, but
How far away is that?
that's about 25 minutes.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, it's just right off the mountain there. So,
Nice.
but the rest of us live in Tahoe. I've lived here for 30 years. He's been here for about 30 years.
Oh, cool.
So it's a good place.
Yeah, no, it's so beautiful here. Every time we drive up, we're like, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Where'd you grow up before Tahoe?
I was born in San Diego. And you're from far Iowa?
I grew up in Iowa. I moved to Oregon
Yeah, and
and
that's-
started going
I
to
was
Tahoe with
tired
my
of
friend
it 'cause I
Frankie.
couldn't
His
do it.
family is like connections to here.
I'm always one of those,
Yeah,
I
this is
should
my
tell my
this is
feet,
my
I should be
girl,
telling
you
people
know.
I should be doing
Now
it.
I'm going to grad school in New Mexico and just here on
And
a
it just so
trip.
happened
New
that
Mexico.
Yeah.
kids needed help, and
But
It's a big change from
it
Oregon.
opened up.
seriously, everywhere I hop around the globe, I'm like, Jesus, this is a lot different. Or not even around the globe. This is the U.S. we're talking about. I can't even act like I've went to Europe
Yeah.
one time, like maybe Canada, you know, like Jesus, check me. But
Well, the thing is, for me, the youth
yeah,
have
Germany, I
more
hated.
potential
No
on
offense, Germany.
recovery.
Really?
It was
And
full
if
of
you-
very
if you
scary
get 'em at the young
Men.
age and
Very
teach
scary
them the
men.
right
I
things,
went on a
they-
study
they look
abroad
for
program
male
that was like
role models. They look
genuinely
for those
awful,
female role
and
models that are gonna
I got
teach them the
sick.
right
It was,
things.
it was
So-
full of
Like,
Germans.
attention.
Yeah, it's
It's a
full
scary
of
place
Germans
to
and
be.
scary Germans.
Yeah.
Guide 'em to it.
That's for Germans. And they
they're
were
not
like,
getting
"You're gonna
shot
love
and
it
not being
here.
adults locked
Ride
up
the
or
subway
anything.
for an hour and a half to get anywhere."
And so that
kinda
part
like
of
that
it
for
is one of
public
those things that
Nah,
I
dude,
keep them
fuck that
from
shit.
turning into my
It was
uncle.
like we'd
My
go to
uncle- one of
school
my
for like a
uncles
billion
is-
hours, and then it would be
was
like,
in
if you want to
jail.
do anything
He has
else with
no-
your
he
day,
got
drive
out.
2
He has
hours. And then
no
it was
way
like
to work or
7
anything
p.m.
now.
You hang out for like what, an hour and a half, and then it's like, oh shit, it's a Tuesday night. I have to get to school tomorrow. It was terrible.
Transport.
And then the subway stops going when it gets late. So I was just like sitting on the street for an hour and a half
I'd
until it
say
came out like
60% of people that are in my
12:10.
field
Got home at like
want them
1:30 and
to
was
be
like,
better
damn, I have
than
school at
what their
8
family went
tomorrow.
through and want
That's
them
an
to
hour
make that
away.
change.
All
Because
right.
it starts when you're
Can
young.
you tell the story about the
You're
coffee
developing
guy?
your
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just riff on this. I was staying in the shittiest fucking dorm ever in Germany because the program was like poorly advertised to me, and they only worked through Ethernet cable, and we only had in this like rigorous academic program don't have Wi-Fi other than through an Ethernet cable in the shitty fucking dorm. My Ethernet cable breaks while we're trying to get rid of this ginormous wasp in my room, and someone like bends it. I don't know. It was weird. So I have to go strictly to coffee shops to get literally anything done, which sucked. But they had free Wi-Fi, which was chill, you know, so German of them. Anyway, this dude starts like this guy wearing black like sweat shorts and like you know those sweatshirts that are like short sleeve where it's like I don't really know why you'd wear this, but cool, you know?
The Bill Belichick sweater.
Yeah, totally. And he was wearing, this is like a casual like coffee shop on like Platz, you know, that's what they call it in Germany, like a plaza. And he comes and sits down with like a little cappuccino shot or whatever, and I've been like working for hours. And he's wearing sunglasses inside and is balding. Probably like, I don't know, how old do you think? I guess you didn't meet him, Frankie, but
35.
yeah, 35 to like 45, I'd say. And is like one of those people who like clearly wants to like invade your peace, you know? Like he's gonna talk to you. And he's like, so this is like while I'm trying to like speak in German, because I was technically there to learn German, but I can't really speak German at all. But he's like trying to start the conversation in German, and I think like keeps talking in German to like be nice to me. But he like we're having this conversation in German, but I'm doing a terrible job, of course. Eventually, she's like, "Oh, you're from America? Okay, let's talk in English," you know. And he
a lot of them don't really care for us out there.
No, dude, it was like I would try to order a coffee, which like all you have to say is like, "Ein Kaffee, bitte," you know, like something stupid.
Ein Kaffee, bitte.
Ein Kaffee, bitte. Yeah. And I'd try to like add like oat milk or something, and they'd be like, "Shut the fuck up, American," you know. And it's like, okay, fair enough. Like, you guys speak perfect English, so...
One
like,
black coffee with whiskey. That's all
Yeah.
I'd order. Ein.
That's what I should have been doing at this point in time, honestly. It was finals week. She was tough. Anyway, I'm, like, sitting down, and this guy is like, "So what's your name?" You know, like... And then he starts just like, you know, I won't say it was made up, because there's, like, this much chance it wasn't made up, but he was like, "I work for Netflix," and... Because I tell him, I'm like, I'm really into, like, classical music. I'm, like, an oboe player, you know, which is, like, kind of one of my things. And he's like, "Oh, I love classical music. I'm actually a composer for Netflix." I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." He's like, "Come over to my place across the street. It's, like, a music commune, and we have blind piano players there." And I was like, what? You know?
It's not a sketchy story at all.
No, exactly. And I'm like, okay, like I've talked to you for like 20, like no, not even 20 seconds is like it was maybe like 2 minutes. I'm not gonna come to your house.
Can I play the audio clip?
Yeah, actually play the audio clip. This really adds context. Anyway,
Yeah,
at
this
the
is
end
email.
of this
you have to give the
he
context.
gets my email by the end of it. We talked for like a while because I kind of enjoy these conversations that are like kind of odd, you know? And at this point, I'm like hours into writing my paper, enjoying the break, you know? But he also tells me he's not only a Netflix music composer, but he's a neuroscientist and a brain surgeon.
Oh, that's a hell of a degree.
Lies.
Yeah, lies.
That's a
Or
hell
not
of a
lies.
resume.
Or,
But
yeah,
That's-
and he was
wow.
like,
incredible
he was like,
guy.
"Come to my house, Myra, and you will see," you know? And I'm like, dude, if you were actually like all these things, you would not be like hitting on this 20-year-old in a coffee shop, right? Like, what the fuck?
You'll
Anyway.
hear this too, and you'll understand the most incredible broken English.
Also, I was like genuinely having kind of a hard time this like Germany trip, and this is in my last week. And so he was like, "How do you like Berlin, Myra?" And I was like, "Honestly, dude, I'm kind of fucking having a hard time." And he was like, "Oh, I wish you could see the magic of this place, you know?" And he's like, "Give me your email, and like I'll show you how beautiful Berlin can be for you." So this is how it kind of ends, you know? Is he's like, because he asked me to come over, and I was like, "No." And he's like, "Can I have your number?" I was like, "No." And he was like, "Well, can I have your email?" I was like, "Fuck, what do I have to lose with an email?" You know? So I give him my email, and then he sends me this email that's just like, I can't remember. Do you have the email? Did I forward it to you or just the voice
I
memo?
don't have the email, just a voicemail.
I don't know what the subject was, but it was just a voice memo, basically. And it's pretty electric, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Hey Myra, it was a pleasure to start with you on this special place and sweet and like authentic conversation. First, I hope I was not, like too close. It's the first time in my life that I start to drink coffee, and on some part, I think it's changed something of my behavior that I have to look on. I created this email for you, like also to say thank you for this nice conversation, and also like to give you a tiny support, maybe to find something beside all your stress to finish your papers, that you see maybe something beautiful of Berlin. The places I
I
selected
know.
for you
It was
are
pretty personal.
like one of the most
the
important
voice of a
places,
serial
especially
killer.
for me.
No, it's
And
Hemo. We impersonate it all the time. It's like a running bit.
houses
Yeah,
and
the
areas
best part of
are
this
also
is, you know,
like
the rest of it isn't even, it's just the
Hey
beginning.
Myra,
Hemo.
hey Myra.
Well, and then afterwards, so I didn't respond to this because I was like, what the hell, you know? Like,
Well,
so
he,
he's
I
like,
mean, he shot his shot. You gotta give him that. At least he tried, I guess.
I know, but like to be honest, it was one of those scenarios where it's like he was shooting his shot for like 30 minutes, and it was like I was, you know.
I mean, 5 would have done it.
And conveniently, this is the first time he's had coffee.
Yeah, that was
I know.
That's kind of sus.
This
Just
is
saying.
the
hilarious.
first
Yeah.
time you had coffee.
And I think
the whole
it's,
thing is
I
sus.
think it's done something upon my behaviors. What?
No, so it's like I just, and it's not only like.
Hey, Myra.
Hemera.
Hemera.
No, I wasn't only trying to be like fuck you. Like I generally like whatever. It was honestly I'm kind of one of the people who enjoys these conversations just for the fun of it. I'm not trying to like diss this guy. Like genuinely kind of enjoyed talking to him. But it was like I wasn't really going to respond to this voice memo, and then I get back into America. I hang out with all my roommates and we're like this voice memo was fucking hilarious, you know?
All right.
And then Frankie was what did we email him? It was in Hood River. We were like, what Netflix show were you a part of? Like
Yeah,
something
and he got
stupid.
so pissed
and he
off.
sends me this
How
email
dare you
where he was like,
accuse
I
me of
send you.
lying.
He was like, I send you nice things, trying to connect with you and help you in your last days in Berlin, and you dare disrespect me by like only like asking me these
Damn, I just
superficial
wanted to know
questions,
what Netflix
questioning my career. Like, no, I will not tell you. Have a good day, Myra. Period. And we were like, shit. And it was one of those moments where I was like, am I a bad person? You know? And then I was like, okay,
No.
no.
Okay. No.
As long as he leads with, "Hey Myra."
Yeah.
I think
Hey,
that's
Myra.
perfect.
According to
Wait,
Christian,
Frankie, you do it. You're so good at it.
Hey, Myra.
according to our friend Christian, reminds him of Hans Gruber from Die Hard.
And it's like, I still think about, I'm like, I hope he's chilling out there, whoever the fuck he is and whatever life he lives, because I don't trust a single thing he said. But
I'm sure he's chilling right now in a Berlin prison somewhere.
yeah, honestly. So he's like, wow, I saw
How do
this
you guys think
20-year-old
Berlin
today who was so
prisons
fucking
compare
hot.
to U.S. prisons. I don't really know anything about the prison system outside of the U.S. Honestly.
Yeah, our prison system is actually pretty good.
Really?
Healthcare takes care of them pretty well. 3 meals a day. I mean,
Yeah,
there's some
I
of them that
imagine
go to
Berlin prison is
college
not very
and
good.
Get degrees.
For some reason, I feel like Berlin prison would be better than the U.S. prison.
I don't know. I've never been in Berlin
Nah,
prison.
Canadian prison's where you want to go.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I believe that,
yeah,
yeah.
I believe that. The Canadians.
If you have
man,
to end up in prison, just go to Canada and kill a moose or something, and you'll be fine. Yeah.
that's illegal there.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Do you know I'm half Canadian?
Are you?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh! No, it's like, I don't really know shit about Canada, even though yeah. So my dad's just like, the healthcare system there fucking sucks. And I'm like, really?
I mean,
you know?
for the most part, to my knowledge, if you're a citizen or even if you get hit there, it's free healthcare.
No,
Yeah,
it is.
It is.
The wait
but,
time's probably long.
But it's the wait
Yeah.
time.
It's the wait
Like,
time.
God
No,
forbid you need emergencies.
Well, no,
Yes.
exactly. And him as like a moderately like rich man in America is like, why the fuck would I ever live in Canada? You know, it's like where you'd have to like wait. You know,
Why would I wait
Chris-
for healthcare?
Christian said he's manipulative. Run away.
Well,
my dad
Clearly,
or
she's
this guy?
here.
Clearly, she made it.
I
away.
ran the fuck away. No,
She didn't
Father
stay with
or
Hans. It's fine.
Yeah.
Go to Iowa prison super hard.
Is that what someone said?
Yes.
Go to Iowa prison super hard. True. I feel like that's kind of like a like school field trip. Like go check out the prison so you never like do marijuana. You know, like
Yeah, that scared straight style.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
I took
Where-
a class with some prisoners.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
college.
Frankie
It was-
did,
It was
dude.
awesome, actually.
They're
Yeah.
pretty decent people.
No, I mean they're great
Once
people,
they-
and that was the issue too. Is I took a class with them, and I was really, really, really not supposed to do something that I did, which is like
Wait, what was
We're
it?
going to talk about it. Because
I don't know. I feel like she wants.
She's like, this
she
is
put it
fucking
out in the air.
incriminating.
Yeah,
No, this is one of the
she-
things where you like lead everyone on and you're like, ask me
Yeah.
about it. You
Yeah.
know?
Maybe
sorry,
next
but
time.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, sorry, but it's secret.
The statute of limitations isn't up yet, so I can't talk about it.
still got some years before.
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
What is it, like 7 years?
Nah, roughly.
10.
Amen. We'll be back
10
here.
for that one.
10 years for
It's
that
10
one.
for
10
one,
years.
yeah.
That narrows down the crime.
Can you see how many viewers are live?
9.
Woo!
Nice.
We fluctuate every once in a while, and it's just finding the crowd that works for us. And most of them have found us on their own, or they've been in the shop before.
Aw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got us.
Yeah, I'm locked in, dude.
I mean, hey,
New
if
viewer.
you're willing to hop on and like and subscribe, I mean, we plan on shouting you
Always
guys out
willing.
as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could
guys,
always
don't worry.
willing
I
to
actually
like and
just wrote
subscribe.
down all of our Instagram handles.
Really? Yeah.
throw it out. We'll throw them up there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I big brain that one. Big brain.
that's our biggest brain. Actually,
This is your biggest brain? I'm in trouble.
No.
Why'd you sit her next to me? I'm
that's our
pale in
biggest brain.
comparison now.
You are pretty pale.
Thank you.
No, I just literally have dreamed of being on podcast.
Yeah, we were walking. We were actually walking to go to the nightclub, and then we figured out that they've all been closed for months.
Yeah.
Saturday
Well,
is
it's
when
also
that one
it's also
opens.
Monday.
Yeah, we thought about that on the way, and we were like, "Wow, it's really dead." And I keep checking my phone for the date because I have no idea what day it is at this point. You know, like my classes got done, and I was like, "Time to go hang out with my friends." You know.
Most of them are Friday, Saturday up here.
That makes sense.
And the
That it
only
wouldn't
one
be
we
open
have
on
in
a
here
Monday.
is Opal,
El
which is up
Jefe's
front.
on Sunday.
Shit.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Do you guys have any recommendations that might be open on a Monday that we should? go to?
Monday that we should be
Do you have
The
any
most
recommendations
action
on a Monday, Lane?
on a Monday is going to be Lucky
Right
Beaver.
here. Oh.
Lucky Beaver. Dude.
Yeah, that's the best place to find
That sounds
people.
But
Yeah, I was agreeing with that, Jared. Yes.
Sexual?
yeah.
I don't know exactly how, but yes.
Well, beaver is
Is that?
it's a slang for a cooter.
What?
Yeah. Right.
which is slang.
Feels mildly like.
It's an old slang.
You
but
went to
yeah.
Oregon. You didn't get beaver jokes?
No.
Well, because
Wow.
we were
She went to the
U
good
of
part
O.
of
Go
town.
Ducks. Go Ducks.
Oh, that's
Not yeah.
So you didn't make
Fuck the
discriminatory. Yeah, you
bees.
see,
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck the bees.
You didn't have beaver jokes for them?
I guess not.
I guess not. I mean, we
weren't
weren't
really
we weren't
involved in that
too
kind of-
tapped into the sports. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. We could have been more tapped in.
It was like I
We
think
were-
we did the sports for like the drinking, the
drinking.
partying,
The drinking and the
the
dancing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was the only.
You know,
reason.
maybe putting on a little green makeup.
Yeah, a little
little
cute
green outfit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Be way too fucking cold in the rain.
I'm like, oh, let's
Hammered.
make a.
Oh my god, this is
Borg.
so much fun. Let's go home.
Yeah.
It's a good
Yeah,
stadium.
Yeah,
though.
you guys came on the wrong day. It's a Monday.
It's a good
I think
stadium.
we came on the right day.
I mean, it is the right day.
We're
You
here,
showed
aren't
up
we?
here.
Yeah.
But if
I
you're
mean,
looking
that's
for
what I'm saying.
nightclubs, weekends.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
live
that's true.
7 days a week.
No,
one day a
we
week.
do Mondays.
No, and
then
Jared,
we
that's
push
why I
out,
think we actually came
we
at the
push
perfect
out,
time.
Whiskey reviews and cigar reviews. So I mean, we're trying to give people options of what they might like, give them ideas of what the cigar is going to be or what this whiskey's like.
Nice. What's the title?
For the podcast,
Yeah.
Big Ash.
Big Ash.
Big Ash, I'm taking a picture of this right now.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, what were we drinking? What's
I don't know what he gave you.
Oh, James E. Pepper. That's good stuff.
And you had the Booker's little book, Infinity. You.
You're drinking
Right
whiskey.
next
Oh,
to me.
me.
Yeah.
Me. Ah.
You guys get
And then you
Oh,
also
this.
had the
Okay,
you
I was
had
gonna
the
say this
tequila
is
as well.
tequila though. Yeah, that was pretty delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll talk about whatever. I'm sure it's controversial to somebody.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This
How do you
one's
guys feel about-
119?
Yeah, you're like
Casamigos.
one of the 9 viewers
Casamigos
has
is a good
got to
one. I
disagree
like
with
mixing it
this.
with lemonade, so tequila lemonades are my jam. in the-
delicious.
in the
Yeah.
summer.
See,
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
cigar shops legs.
I haven't had tequila eggs.
Yeah, fair.
It's just scrambled eggs with a little bit of tequila. in it.
I can believe that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
I've
pretty
had
good.
the worm for sure, but
Wait, Frankie, did anyone actually eat tequila eggs? Or was that just like an idea? I don't think we actually made them, did we?
Still think tequila in the egg.
Really?
I think we
Wait,
all
was this
ate tequila
camping?
eggs. Yeah, we were camping once. and
Those
we
eggs were
accidentally-
good.
Yeah, they were
And they actually,
those are
they had
tequila eggs,
tequila in
babe.
them.
Get trace amounts.
That's why I felt so crazy afterwards.
the alcohol kicks out. But yeah,
Yes.
I'm in grad school.
I'm in grad school. She's in grad school.
I'm in grad school.
And she's
still
Not
She's
in
just
grad school.
no. Frankleton,
Grad
guys, like round of applause. She literally graduated like 4 days ago.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Yeah.
what were you going for?
What was I going for? Just graduating.
Just graduating.
Yeah,
Just
just-
No,
going
no,
for it.
dude, she
Yeah.
got an environmental studies degree.
Yeah.
And no, you had minors. What were your minors?
Earth science. and
Earth science,
Global
yeah.
service.
She
That's
likes
alright.
Earth data,
Yeah, it might be
maps,
really fucking useless.
you know, the ground.
I map things.
She maps things.
I map
It's cool.
things.
It's a skill.
I read a lot of
GIS.
maps in the army, so I mean, it's worth something to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maps
So-
are very important. In fact,
It's honestly sometimes when I look at people like doing STEM things or like looking at maps, I'm like, wow, that is so amazing and smart. You know, it's like one of those things.
well, I will say too, the best part about STEM is that it always looks smarter than it is.
It's looks
Like
really
if,
smart.
If you're just a bystander and you're looking over somebody's shoulder doing something, it looks so much harder. Than
It's so sick. Yeah, Frankie, but who even cares if it's easy? Because like so much of life is just about flexing it on other people.
True.
Yeah.
Wait, so do we know where our friend Maya just despawned to?
Just
Oh,
water.
Just went to look for water.
Got it.
Healthy.
Yes.
That is a good choice. Water.
Water.
We love
Hydrated,
water.
keeps your
water.
body
A couple
going.
vegetables.
A carrot.
Steak.
Sustain herself. A steak. Yeah. Yeah, she loves chicken actually. So
Yeah, steak is where it's at. You can do a lot with chicken, but steak,
Yeah.
There's something about it.
see, this
I'm
is,
like a
this is my
recent-
friend. She's she's a recent meat eater.
No, I
used
was
to
a
be
vegetarian for years, and then
vegetarian.
my iron got low, and I was just like, you know, feeling crazy, and I was like, I'm fucking done with the shit.
That's the hard part about being a vegetarian. You have to take an iron supplement every day.
Well, and I wasn't
Or-
until all of a sudden I was like, why am
or
I
just
feeling
enjoy
sick
steak.
all the time?
Yeah.
Right?
Steak.
is where it's at.
Or a burger.
Or fish.
I'm still not, you guys, like, maybe you can hype me up to do this, but I'm still not ready for a burger.
Not ready
No?
for a burger yet?
No, I just eat chicken. I'm
No, she
obsessed
had-
with chicken.
Well, but she had
chicken
a
isn't
little
even a high
tiny-
source of iron, which is like makes me just like
She had
a
a
stupid
taste of
hypocrite,
Italian
you know.
sausage
But
last night. We made a pasta
Yeah.
and ground up some Italian sausage in it.
Well, that's
She
why
ate
you
it.
didn't like Germany. You didn't enjoy any of
I
the,
think
you
so.
know.
I think that's like
I
a
know
a
you're
nice-
so right.
You do that a
I
couple
did
times,
enjoy
you
the
have a
beers
burger.
though.
There you go.
Yeah,
a good
I love the
burger
beer.
up here so far is Lucky Beaver because they're still open. But Lane, what's the best burger up here?
Between Lucky Beaver and California Burger.
California Burger and Lucky Beaver.
Yeah,
Let's write that down.
it's definitely Lucky Beaver for sure.
In South Lake Tahoe.
Lucky Beaver. How close is that to
Yeah,
you?
so if you go down-
It's in between us and Harrah's, the next casino.
You guys,
so-
we'll be back next Monday, and we're gonna bring in like 5 burgers.
Left hand side past Dottie's.
We'll have burger review.
Oh,
It's in that
CBS.
Yeah, yeah,
Right-
exactly.
Right here.
Like,
Okay.
It's a good place to eat.
Got it.
They have
Oh yeah,
tater
that's
tots
true.
that are
Then
really good.
perhaps when we stop interrupting your guys' session, we'll go do that.
Good.
Hey, you should
Matt
you should
interrupt-
go for the experience.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
to which place?
It worked out.
Lucky Beaver for a burger for you, Myra.
Also feels mildly sexual.
Lucky
burger?
Beaver.
Yeah.
Is it because beaver means coochie?
It feels like I don't know if I'm making this up, but
I
I
just
feel like
learned
beaver is gay somehow. Am I dumb? Like, am I making this up?
I feel like a
think-
beaver
I
is
think
like
you're
butch
reaching.
gay.
Really?
You know?
I'm
I think
reaching.
you're reaching a little bit.
Okay.
I think you're overthinking the beaver.
Really? I'm just like, where have I heard this though? And I feel like it was in that context.
There's a
but I don't
couple of
know.
movies that it was in. I don't remember which ones, but it was more of a comedic movie than anything else. So I think it had something to do with
So then they were probably
what's his name in the army now. Pauly Shore. There we go.
Pauly Shore movie. It's
Yeah.
probably a Pauly Shore reference for sure.
For sure.
The movie's called Pauly Shore.
No, there
No,
was a
Pauly-
movie
Pauly Shore's
called
an
In the
actor.
Army Now, and Pauly
Oh.
Shore was in that movie.
In
and
the
he was
Army
a National
Now,
Guard unit that
Biodome.
was deployed out, and they managed to
excuse
stumble
me.
across an enemy base and all this, and just got lucky.
Yeah. I see. What if we got Myra's first burger on the podcast?
Yeah. No,
Well,
it's true.
we
I
have
have
to-
not eaten a burger since I've been vegetarian, which was like since 2020.
Well, sadly, we're at almost 2 hours, so we're gonna have to wrap it up.
Gonna wrap it up?
That was a really good segue, though. If
It
you guys
is
are
a good
ending
one.
this right now,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, next Monday you can update them on her burger.
We will.
Yeah, you guys,
We'll
I'll
let you
shoot-
guys know.
Yeah, you
Just
should.
for a little bit of content, you know.
Yeah, I'll film a mukbang. Is that what?
Mukbang, yeah.
Film a mukbang. Yeah.
Well, take us out of
Be
here,
like,
Kevin.
welcome. Myra's back on Big Ash and she's eating a burger for the first time. I'll like make sure to like be like when I eat it, so like there's some ASMR for the
Have you at
listeners.
least had a steak yet?
No, yeah, actually, Jared, at your house, I had some bites of steak, and I was like, yeah, this is really good. But it was like I didn't really want more than like 3 to 4 pieces of steak, or like little like bites.
You got to ease into steak.
Yeah, exactly.
3 to 4
A
bites of
24
steak.
ounce.
No, but it's like
porterhouse, I'm
honestly,
good.
you guys, like every time I taste chicken, I'm like, oh my god, like this is so
It's
good.
delicious.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm writing a book.
I think chicken is just like one of the
Yeah, Brian's writing a book.
subpar meats. It's good. It's very versatile. You can eat it in a lot of things. But
Chicken?
it's just fine.
You think it's subpar?
I think it's fine.
Dude, it is par.
There's
It's
so many
so
delicious
good.
meats. Sorry, salami. Malika knows.
Salami's good. Yeah,
Salami's
salami's fucking
delicious.
good.
Sausage is delicious. Pork is so damn good. So many forms of pork. Chicken is
Bacon.
just,
Have you had
Bacon.
bacon yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had bacon.
Bacon is
good.
amazing.
bacon's great. I like sausage
Good, but
more
it's
than
just like
bacon.
some
It
pork
depends
meats.
for me.
I think I like bacon plain. I'm not really a big fan of like bacon paired with things. You know?
Really?
Like sausage.
Yeah,
like
people
the
like-
patty. I like it with the eggs and the hash browns because you make the hash browns
Yeah.
and the eggs. And
No, I've been eating. I'll eat bacon in like a breakfast burrito. In New Mexico, it's like all about like burritos, you know, and
Yeah.
like meat, and it's like,
And chile.
and it's like,
rellenos.
yeah, I'm
Chili
fucking obsessed with
rellenos?
those.
Yeah. My
That's
grandma
like the
makes those
good.
for me all the
So
time.
damn
No, exactly. That's a good vegetarian option for me when I'm like not feeling the meat, you know.
Yeah.
It's fire. It's fire.
Have you had tamales yet?
Not in New Mexico, but it's like,
So damn good.
Go
No, I
have
know.
the
I need
tamales.
to get one.
Be careful with the hatch New Mexico chili.
really?
I like the extra hot chili, but that's fire. Like hot, like.
You don't like the hatch?
No, I love it.
Oh,
That's what
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying. I'm saying
Because that's
careful.
all the hype. They're like,
Wait, be
well,
careful
because
why?
you know, like Hatch, New Mexico
Sometimes
isn't.
it can get really spicy. Like we get the extra hot for my family, and that's what we make our tamales with.
Oh,
And then
the extra hatch.
yeah, the extra.
No,
hot
dude,
hatch
Frankie,
is the Mexican
Hatch
chili,
is a
yeah.
place in New Mexico that you go to get your chilies.
Oh.
And they
Yeah.
have Hatch New Mexico chilies.
Yes.
Oh.
No, yeah, it's like a huge,
I thought
and
that
it's
was just
like
an
New
adjective.
Mexico chili. It's like the huge thing there, where like you go to the farmers market and they're actively roasting it for you, and then you freeze them for the whole year because it's like
Yeah.
chili
Yeah,
Yeah,
season.
it's once a year.
We order them. They come
Yeah,
in,
yeah, yeah.
and then we'll roast them in the oven, and then peel off the skin, and then put them into
Bags.
baggies, and then we can have it, and we'll open it up, heat it up, throw it on some tortillas.
So good. Electric, honestly. It's electric. But it is
anyway-
like we were saying today, like we keep making these meals and like someone puts like pepper in it or like that sounds, but like they'll be like mildly spicy and we're like all fighting about like how spicy it is. And I'm like, dude, in New
There's
Mexico, it's
black
like
pepper in it.
and-
Jesus
Yeah, yeah.
Christ.
No, in New Mexico, I'll eat like the spiciest dish and like be like drinking like 6 glasses of water and like there's like a tear going down my face.
But
And then
it's
like
so
all
good.
the
The
people,
Latinas are like, "You
well, no,
stupid
exactly. There's
fucking
so many
gringa."
kids at my school who are actually like from Mexico and they're like, what the fuck? Like you think this is like, you think this is spicy? I'm like, no, not at all. You know.
Guys, so watch out for those Hatch New Mexico chilies. I like the red chili, and that's what we use for our tamales.
You like the red chili?
Yeah, and it
Controversial?
it would get
No. I'm
hot.
kidding.
Over the green
Good, though.
chilies?
It's good.
I'm picking green at number 1. I'm with you.
Yeah, green chili,
Yeah.
man. There's more flavor.
It depends on how it's made. Like the red
More
chili, if it's
roasted
made
green
right.
chilies, can't
So
beat
good.
it.
So
Roasted
good.
green chilies is amazing.
Can't
like
beat
I
it.
said, I eat those on tortillas just by themselves.
Yeah.
Well, you guys know how in New Mexico they're like, do you want red, green, or Christmas? Because it's like both, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like green inside, red on the outside. That's the thing. No, Frankie, if you come visit me, they're going to be like, you want red, green, or Christmas, you know?
My answer should be Christmas.
Yeah, but sometimes the red sucks. Sometimes the red is like delicious.
So for
And then
me-
other times you're like, what the hell?
So it depends on the dish. Like for like
Yeah, yeah,
breakfast
totally.
burritos and all that, green chili.
Green,
all
green,
the way.
yes.
For like tamales, I want the red chili
Red
mixed in, and that's what I eat the tamales with.
Okay, that
That's
makes
what I
sense.
grew
That
up
makes
with.
Yeah,
sense.
we made white people enchiladas tonight. It was delicious.
That's sad
Best-
if you thought that was delicious. White people tamales.
what?
That means there was no seasoning. It was
whoa,
bland.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
But then you
whoa,
take
whoa.
a bite of
Hey,
the
put a
chicken and
shit
you were
ton of
like,
There was pepper.
Cumin, smoked
Yeah, there was
paprika,
pepper.
There was
oregano,
pepper in it.
some chili flakes, salt, pepper,
human.
Oh, where
already
did that
said
Boston
cumin.
accent come from?
salt, pepper, cumin, red chili flakes.
Wait, guys.
You hear the Boston come out?
Yeah, the
Salt,
Boston.
pepper.
Yeah, the Boston. I had a
Do you guys think cumin smells like BO?
No, it smells so
It
Smells
depends
like
on
cumin.
how
Like
it's
cumin.
cooked.
Really?
Smells like human.
Okay,
no,
okay,
no,
fair
no,
enough.
Not,
fair
not
enough.
cooked, plain ground cumin.
Ground
Like, have
cumin?
you ever experienced like a waft of cumin? And you're like, that smells like body odor.
Not much, but a little bit.
A little bit.
I think it depends on what it's cooked
Just
with.
totally disagree.
Really?
It
No,
smells
Frankie. I honestly can't believe you've never experienced this. Maya, you have, right?
I can, I
The
think
cumin
I can
smelling like
make up
BO.
a scenario in my head where I would have smelled it and thought that it smelled like BO, but I don't think it was ever real. I think I always smell it and be like, that is so damn good.
No.
Cumin.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Period.
Yeah, but anyway, I know you guys have been on for 2 hours, and I don't want to, extend your time.
As
So-
much as we love
as much as I
talking
love
into a
this, and we
microphone.
will do this forever. I don't want to,
I mean, if you
overstay.
guys ever
our-
show back up, we start at 9.
Okay, noted.
Yeah. Well, we'll probably be here next year and the year after that, and the year after that as well.
Swing on by.
December 22.
We might change back to Sunday. It just depends. I
Okay,
mean,
well,
I mean,
now that we
you
know your
guys will
name,
know
we
if
can
you're
look it
following
up.
the
Yeah,
Yeah, just
exactly.
look us
Now
up.
that we'll be subscribed. So.
Exactly.
How often do you guys get women on your show?
It was
Just
the first
depends.
time, really. 'Cause we had Snowboard Jesus one time.
What?
No,
Oh,
that's
I
his
know that
actual
guy.
name.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a guy
him.
with the long hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he helps out kids and people that
No,
just
yeah.
randomly come down the mountain and
No,
all
he's
that.
super nice.
He's
Yeah.
out of
Yeah, I've seen him on Instagram.
Jill.
Yeah.
yeah, he's actually a really chill guy.
Yeah, he seems super nice. He seems very like whimsical and silly.
So that was your closest thing to him?
He had long hair, so
We
He does have long, flowy hair.
I mean, really.
Yeah, so we were like, there was like moments where we looked at him and we were like, oh yeah, yeah,
yeah.
it's
Not,
a guy.
not a woman, but long hair. Yes.
Long hair. Good guy though. He takes care of his family and he helps anybody that's going down the mountain that needs a little bit of help.
Yeah.
He's a
Like
good
I've
me
guy.
seen
and
it.
Maya.
Yes, these two.
Yeah, I'm terrible at skiing, but it's fun. So
That's not true. She's not terrible.
I think they were
I'm
at North
still
Star
learning
last week.
snowboarding.
Yeah,
I picked it back up
Damn.
at 30.
Oh, nice.
but they just got back from Colorado. So yeah.
Oh, you had a Colorado ski trip.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You could
they,
ski a
they,
little
they
bit,
go
come
back
on.
and forth. So
me?
Huh, just
Oh, no. I was
These
like,
people.
no, not really.
you skied in Colorado.
yeah.
I know you're 2 hours away from
Frankie, I
Durango.
will see.
Anyway, guys, this is me concluding it. Thank you for having us
Thank
on
you.
the show.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks
so
for joining
much.
us.
I appreciate
It's
it.
been
I told
fun.
you that I had nothing to contribute at the beginning, and I still don't think I really contributed.
No, Frankie, I think we
You
did.
had some good stories.
Yeah. I just
The voice memo would never come to be if you were never there.
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true,
had
and
it.
I hope he's out there listening right now.
we should send this.
No, yeah. No, it's like, guys, I could come back in like 2 years and be like, we're married. You know? Like,
You know, if that happened, you'd have
look,
to come
he
back in
says-
2 years.
that's
to
actually
let us
true.
know.
No, I would be
They
like
could
obligated to come
greatly
back.
expand Subscriber base in Iowa, Oregon, and New York. True.
Wait, what did they say?
One person
Christian.
said they could greatly expand subscriber base in Iowa, Oregon, and New York.
True.
It's true.
Shout out Ames, Iowa, Iowa State University.
New York.
New York.
You think that's what gave it to you? Now, was it the accent that made you think it's
I was like, where'd we get New York from?
black pepper, salt, salt, cumin,
Is her
white
accent
people,
that believable?
enchiladas.
Were you out
Well,
from
you,
Yonkers?
guys,
What?
You out from Yonkers?
No, I'm not. I've just
No.
accidentally convinced people.
no, dude,
I know.
guys, it's from she dressed up as a Boston Mall cop for Halloween and
Boston
has
Mall
never been
security.
able to abandon the
Boston
accent.
Mall security.
Yes.
Security.
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 Listen, we
Wow.
gotta find some securities around here.
It's the
Yeah.
Boston Mall PD.
That's it.
Yeah, this. Honestly,
But she
I
had
don't know if it's-
suspenders. It was cool.
yeah.
You got suspenders and
It
everything.
was only just raunchy bullshit that I said. The
But
entire
in a
day.
Boston
I don't think
accent.
it's appropriate to say here.
Wait, like,
I mean, we're not appropriate people.
wait, I can't remember any of it,
It was
Frankie. You
like-
should really say it on the mic.
Boston Mall security. Drop your fucking pants. I didn't even get through with that one.
Wow.
What was some of the... Fold your scrotum over the tip of your penis till it looks like a mangina.
Is that what they said?
That's what she
thanks.
says.
I mean,
No, it was
you
from
gotta
a
own-
TikTok,
Yeah, you gotta
right?
own the
Yeah,
costume.
yeah, it
That's-
was Maya and I saw this one video and we just took it and fucking ran. There was like a couple. I don't know what the ones that were in the video were, but then we just started riffing on it and it was just incredible. So
And we're pretty bad at Halloween costumes usually, so
incredibly bad.
yeah, you have to take it.
I was
and
wearing a
run.
hat that said "Show me that butthole."
That's a good costume, huh? That's a redneck costume if I ever heard one.
Yeah. Well, Frankie dabbles, so
Frankie's a little redneck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, yes.
Little Boston, little redneck.
Yeah.
She got the yee.
She's got the
I got branded straight on my ass cheek. That was a lie. I did not get branded on my ass
That
cheek.
makes only one of us.
No, it's
Viewers, if you show your rank.
All right, I got brand on my ass cheek. If you guys all come up next week, I'll show it to you. Stay tuned for next video. I'll show you my ass cheek.
All right, Casey, you want to take us out on this?
No, that's all you, man.
Fine.
Yeah.
You want to take us out on this?
Oh, I'm not sure I have.
No, you got it,
I
Frank.
think you could do it.
Yeah.
You guys said the serenity prayer?
I think I just did. It was stay tuned for next week, and I'll show you my ass cheek.
This has been another Big Ash podcast. Go ahead and do the YouTube stuff, and we'll see you guys on the next video.